Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Team Rocket Joey, and we do have one of the most actual brilliant minds in the hobby today.
Nah,
Yes, sir.
stop.
The GOAT, Johto Jake, back on the channel. Yes, sir. It's been a while, brother. How have you been?
What's up, dog? I've been good. I've been fantastic. Content wise, I've been not lazy. I'm procrastinating and also coming up with excuses, but no, I'm glad to be on the channel. I've been eager to go live. Ern and I went live for the first time in like 3 or 4 weeks. For those that don't know me, Johto Jake. I have a small YouTube channel. I have a podcast with Ern Collects called Real Collectors Fake Investors. And yeah, we'll be live again this Thursday too. We're running it back to back. I'm trying to get back on the horse and get my creative gears grinding for content again. But thanks for having me, dude.
Hey, there we go. Yes, sir. I remember when you guys announced that you were doing that podcast, I was like, oh, no, this is going to be goated because Ern is goated. Like, both of
Ern
you
is
guys
goaded.
have such a different mind than 99% of the hobby because you guys have been here super long, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like you've been here just as long. I mean, I feel like you have that knowledge and that understanding of like what to buy, when to buy. And I think that it just comes with time. I think Ern and I have like a good chemistry because like I think he has more of a business mindset and I have more of a collector mindset. And like we both have interest in the others, but I feel like
Yeah.
one of us are a little bit more experienced than the others. And like he's obviously into the niches with Japanese and like exclusives with Japanese and just random products. Me, I love modern, I love vintage English stuff. So it's a good mix.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely enjoyable. Make sure you guys go tune it. You said it was
This
Tuesday, right?
Thursday. Yeah, we'll
Thursday?
go live. Yeah, we go live Thursday this week,
Yes, sir.
7
So
p.m.
with the market going crazy, I remember when did we go to that card show? End of last year or beginning of this year?
Oh, that was this year. That was I think like mid-January when you guys came through because that was when my partner, she was out of town, so you guys came through, and I think she was in, it was either January or February. She had to go to,
Eh,
where was it, Utah? Yeah, and yeah, that was it. Are you talking about the East, not the East Bay, the Westgate show, the mall show?
yeah, the one at
Yeah,
the mall.
yeah.
Yeah. So bro, I was thinking about it today. Like just when I was
We
thinking of
should have
topics to
bought
say,
it.
bro, I was like, we should have literally bought everything. We should have bought all the 151
Yeah,
because I think the bundle cases were like 1300 or something like
it's
that at the time.
1300.
There
Yeah,
were a
I don't even
couple
know what they're
DR
doing.
boxes at 400. Should have bought it all.
I know we walked. I think no, we saw the one booster box. Remember, and it was sitting on that guy's like top of his shelves, and we were like, "Let's go back." And by the time we went back, it was gone. And I'm pretty sure that was like the only booster box we saw
Yeah.
of Destin Rivals. I feel like you and I are like the true Destin Rivals, like frontline. I don't know. I think you and I really see the vision with Destin, and I think a lot of people see that it as like another obvious opportunity, like we saw with 151, and then look how that's played out.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Well, I think it just comes back to, and I've been having this thought in my mind to where I think even because as we can see right now, even with Sword and Shield, that's like 2 eras back right now, right?
yeah,
Everything is
which is
obsolete.
crazy to say, dude, because I feel like Sword and Shield is still so fresh in my mind. Like
Right.
I know, like Mega. I consider Mega as a separate block because of a lot of reasons, not just because like it's Mega Evolutions, but because I think the print quality changed with Mega Evolutions. I know that
Yeah.
there's like similarities with like the SIRs and the rarity types, illustration rares, but like it feels very separate from Scarlet and Violet in a lot of ways. But it feels like we just had Sword and Shield. It's crazy.
Right. But you see how stuff becomes like just an afterthought. Like nobody cares about any of the other sets from Sword and Shield realistically, other than Evolving Skies. No one talks about anything else. Fusion Strike gets mentioned here and there because it's like $1,000 box, but everything else, The smart
Yeah,
people are saying buy Brilliance over Lost Origin, this and that, but it's like people aren't doing it. You know what I mean? Like no one
I
really
s-
cares about that stuff.
sometimes I try to like look back at like certain moments during the Sword and Shield block and try to find ways that to compare them to like what we're seeing now with certain
Hmm.
sets. And it's hard to just like compare a set one to one, right? It's not like you can just compare Temporal Forces to Chilling Reign. Like they had
Right.
different things going on in the market aside from like chase rarity, like popularity of certain Pokemon. But like Chilling Reign has 13 alt arts in that set. 13. And that's the second most like alt art set of all time in Sword and Shield. So I think Evolving Skies had 17, Chilling Reign had 13, and I would say it's either Astral Radiance or Fusion Strike that has the third most altars. And I don't care if
Yeah.
you know the Galarian birds aren't your cup of tea. I think they're really good cards. I know the Blaziken's personally not one of my favorite cards. I actually like the Galarian Slowking and the Galarian birds more than most cards in that set. But like I think of like what is it, the Zera Aura? That card is so good, bro, and it's so cheap.
Yeah.
I know it's a more modern Pokemon, but there's so many beautiful arts in Chilling Reign, and I think Silver Tempest. You and I are so locked in on that set. I'm one of those people though where I'm not taking my own advice. Like I truly should be buying up. I was just telling Joey. I just bought another case of Destin Rivals bundles. Like I'm so bullish on that set. Like
That's a W.
I probably, yeah, I wish, because like this is how I see it. When Evolving Skies came out, there was a point where I had nearly a case. I had 5 boxes, and I slowly kind of like dripped them out. And I talk about this all the time, but there was a point when Evolving Skies was like, I don't know, like 180 a box, and I traded 2 boxes towards an art set of jungle blisters, like not the just packs, but the cardboard like bubble blisters. And I look
Yep.
back and I'm like, that was the worst trade of my life. And it's so crazy to say that, but you live and you learn. And I still have like a booster box. I have Pokemon Center ETBs, regular ETBs, loose packs, blister packs. I don't think I have any 3 packs. That's like the one product I don't have. But that was a learning lessons, because when 151 dropped, I bought a ton of it. And I look back and I'm like, I should have bought more. And now I'm here buying Dustin Rivals, a little bit of Ascended when it makes sense for me to, but I'm not going like balls deep into Ascended Heroes right now. It's
Yeah.
too hot. But the problem is, and I was just telling you, we're like, I feel like when things happen in this hobby, it's almost like the perfect storm every time. Like I think about when Sword and Shield had alt arts, we were during in the pandemic, and like everyone wanted, you know, vintage because of the Logan Paul breaks. We had the Poke Revs doing the vintage breaks. Like everyone was inside digging up their old collections, looking at what was worth it. Like, and people like I got back into it right at the beginning of 2020, and it was just like the perfect storm. Like everyone was just neck deep in Pokemon at that point, and now we're in this similar situation where you know where we had one of the biggest sets and one of the biggest booms we've seen in the Pokemon hobby, and now we're getting, I'm seeing like the Pokemon company change their pattern with the way they release sets to be more unified with Japanese releases, smaller sets, less chases for mainline sets. But then they go and drop a set like Ascended Heroes, which like I, I hate to say it because I feel like it's what everyone's saying, but it is one of the best modern sets. And like I think of it as like and I don't think Prismatic is nowhere near a top set, like at all, like truly not at all. But a lot of people are, and it's crazy to me
I
that people
agree
are
with you.
comparing. Like I'm not saying it won't do well, because it will do well, because like it's just going to, like it's inevitable as an EV set.
Mhm.
Evolutions are like they're popular, they always will be. And imagine when we get a new evolution, people are going to be looking at every EV set, and it's just going to continue that momentum on that set. But I look
Yeah.
at like the quality of not just the types of rarities in a set, but like the art, the I don't know, the selection of Pokemon. Like Ascended Heroes, I think is one of the first sets to have, I think, 4 or 5 of the top most popular, most graded Pokemon of all time. You got Pikachu, Mewtwo, Charizard, Gengar, Dragonite, like 2 Pikachus. And if you go search Pikachu on TCG Player right now, the Trikachu, the Pinkachu, they're in the top like 5 cards of every Pikachu card of all time. Like that to me is insane. You're telling me these 2 cards that just came out are standing side by side with Gold Star Pikachu? Like, like, don't get me wrong. I've been bullish on specifically the Trikachu. I love the anytime a Pokemon gets a nickname, guaranteed
Yeah.
success. Guaranteed success. Like it's just going to be that way.
How do you feel about forced nicknames though?
Like what? Bubble? What was it? No, Burger, Booger. What was it? Booger Mew or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think Pikachu is a forced nickname as well.
It's
Like everyone's trying
to
to
me,
force
like
nickname.
when they're gimmicky. Like I I saw that card and was like, oh yeah, I'm staying away from that. Like I don't even know what Pokemon that is or what it evolves into. But there's going to be a lot of that, right? Where we see like influencers and people on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok that are going to like push a narrative on a card because it's going to get them clicks. And that card, I forget the name of that influencer that did that, but like he blew
All of
up
them.
because of yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I think Ascended is a really great set. Don't get me wrong. I don't have the position that I want to have in that set right now, but I think there's other opportunities, right? Like we like Sword and Shield, there's some prime opportunity, but in the grand scheme of things, everyone wants to just paint it as the next set is the best set, which is funny because I think the next 2 sets aren't going to be anything special in the grand scheme of things. But I'm still excited for it. I'm looking forward mostly to Pitch Black because I have a theory that we're gonna get the. I'm a fan of the Mega Absols, so I think we're gonna get the Mega Absol Z in that set.
Yeah, so I think with what I was saying about just sets becoming obsolete, I think I look into the Scarlet and Violet era, and I just think to myself, like, I think 99% of these sets are just going to be forgotten and no one's going to care about them. And the only set to buy out of that going into the future, 5, 10, 15 years down the line, if anybody can actually stay that long, is going to be
Yeah,
Destined Rivals. Booster boxes specifically.
it's a spectacle to watch a set do what it did as a mainline booster box. Like I was like, most of my I think I bought a case at 900, and then I bought 2 more boxes at 250, and then I pulled the trigger at my local LGS at 350, and I was like, I only did it because it was a super clean box, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and hope we get more of these. And I haven't seen any more at one of my biggest LGSs.
600 now, bro.
It's crazy to
That's the
me.
floor.
Yeah. I will say though, like a lot of people are holding their breath for reprints, and I think that, and I've talked to Henry about this. You should, if you're actually like investing in this stuff, or
Yeah.
you like collecting sealed, like you should have the long-term mindset and not look at it as like, oh, like I bought it at its all-time high, as a current all-time high. You
Yeah.
should buy it as like, I feel most confident at this price, and just execute on that.
Oh, 100%. And that's the thing too. I was thinking about that just as like a topic of discussion for the stream, because me and you, we've been doing this for 7-ish years now, something like that, right?
I know it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
nobody, and I know nobody from Surging Sparks forward is thinking about multi-year holding. Everybody is polarized by how fast you can flip something, how fast it turns around. You buy it, it just goes up 20-30% next week, and that's what we're just forcing. And I mean, that's cool and all, but that only works for until it doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. And like that's the thing I have the biggest problem with, is because we're creating this like self-fulfilling prophecy with these people that have joined. And like, don't get me wrong, like there's people that are coming into the hobby right now that are just truly loving it and like excited to see, you know, the cards that they're collecting go up in value. Like I think we all get a little tickled by that to some degree, but like I think that we've just made it the norm, and like people see that this is working, so why would it not, why would it stop working? And I think like they just kind of throw caution to the wind. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't, I can't say that Destined Rivals is going to get a reprint, or Ascended Heroes is going to get this massive reprint and it's going to like, you know, divide the price by 3 or 4 and, you know, bring us down to MSRP.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in that, because I think that there's a future set that's just as popular and huge as something like Ascended Heroes in the future that would get those sorts of reprints and bring it down to a MSRP price. Because like I look at what Pokemon's doing with like a lot of their vertical integration with, you know, purchasing Excel. Like they're starting to remove the vending machines from what I've gathered online. I don't know how accurate that is. To like, don't quote me, but I've been hearing
Yeah.
that they're starting to pull
No, I
those,
saw
which
that
I think
too.
I've said this for a long time. Those got to go. Like
I mean,
we
it
are
just doesn't make sense.
we're turning Poke Streets into the next World Star Hip Hop, dude. Like
No,
not even
for
like
real.
for real. Like, and like I that breeds like negativity and violence on the brand. And like
Yeah.
Pokemon is like, I I know for certain that Pokemon does not want that to be associated with their company, with the people that they're distributing product to, because I'd imagine Targets, Walmarts, they're like some of their biggest buyers as far as like product goes, right? So like if like, even I don't know how much like Safeways are getting. I know that these are set up at Safeways, and you know how that's affecting their companies, but I'd imagine it's not positive if you're dealing with stabbings. We've had stabbings here in the Bay Area over at GameStops over Pokemon cards.
Yep.
We've had people, you know, pew pewing and stuff like that, right? It's crazy. It's
And it's
crazy.
crazy how we've just moved past from all of it. Nobody even like it's a daily news article and then it's just forgotten and we just, you know,
Yeah.
that's old news now. No one cares about it, but it's literally current like this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to
But I
I
want
want to ask you.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to add like to some of the other stuff, but don't forget your question, because
Yeah.
I want to make sure I answer it. But I was gonna say that like the Pokemon company is, they're doing all these things in the background that is going to set them up for better distribution. Because like I think right now a big problem with distribution is that when people are buying product or getting their pre-orders for a new set, they're getting their allotment there, and so from there they sell off that product, and when they want to buy more, they're stuck buying it at, you know, near market price. And it's
Yeah.
because these distributors are holding product back. Like I was actually just watching one of Alex's videos this morning. I don't know if it was from today or whatever, but he had mentioned that he was trying to buy Ascended Heroes ETB cases, and he said that like the shop was like, or I don't know if it was distribution or the shop, but they were like, oh, like we have them at like 200 an ETB, but we're only selling by the case. And he's like, well, I mean, okay, like how many cases can I get? And he's like, well, we don't really want to sell the cases. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to sell it? Like he's like that's where we're at. Like they're holding it
Yeah.
back, just like holding their breath for the price to go up. And like you can hold your breath for 30 seconds and that price might tick up right now. That's like how crazy and how like rabid the market is right now. And I think
Yeah.
there's opportunity for like people like you and I to, I mean, I hate to say it, but capitalize in it. Because like as collectors, like you can't exist in this hobby and have like some crazy collection without like money flowing one way or another, right? And it's not like it's coming out of
Right.
our paycheck every week. It's going to be coming from the hobby. You want to be able to self-fulfill it through your collecting and strategy around buying and selling. But people have a problem with that because like the true collector, you know, is just buy, buy, buy and never sell.
Right. 100%.
What was your question?
So I wanted to ask you, do you feel like to some capacity the new whatever it is, if it's a new printing facility, packaging facility is currently up and running? Because I saw that they changed the dimensions for the booster bundles.
Yeah, it's funny you brought that up because I started thinking about that more because I didn't notice it until I went to go put a perfect order. Was it a perfect order booster bundle in one of my old 25 count cases for like pre perfect order bundle cases? And they changed the
Yeah.
dimensions of not only the actual like product for the box, but
Yeah.
also the case that they put them in. And I kept thinking about it and I was like, is this why Ascended Heroes booster bundles were delayed? Because they didn't have that, because I know at Millennium they have more space for packaging. I don't know if they have the space ready for printing the cards, but I know
Yeah.
that they've added more space that's already running from what I've gathered to package product, which was like a huge bottleneck. It wasn't necessarily the cards, it was packaging. So they have that on site, whereas I believe before they had it somewhere else. Don't quote me, but I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting. And I think that those bundles, and there could be another reason for that. I think that there was probably a lot of confusion around booster bundles and build-in battles because they were structured the same. They just had different graphics on the packaging. And so by changing the dimensions, changing that the fact like build-in battles and old booster bundles have like a sleeve, like a cardboard sleeve that goes over the bundle, whereas these new ones are just like a tab that you pull open. So I think that they're
Yeah.
trying to do some things to like change the way that they actually visually look, but also I do think that those are probably coming from that new facility because another thing, and I think I sent it to you and Henry in our text chat, but like I went to another local shop when Perfect Order came out, and I've never seen this before, but they had booster bundles of Perfect Order that weren't sealed properly, and you can tell like how they have it set up, but they basically run plastic over like the bundles in the on the belt or the conveyor belt, and they cut them
Okay.
at the seal between, but the seals weren't cut off. So you had this like accordion of booster bundles, all like almost like a condom of like 12 booster bundles, kind of like barely separated. And it was just like, I think this must be like a new facility where they're packaging all of this, which I think
Yeah.
is a sign that we're kind of just like putting in the background and not kind of like putting that into consideration with like where things can go in the next year or two. Because
Mhm.
like people forget how fast this stuff can go up, but it can go just as fast down, and if not faster. Like I know it's hot, it's super bullish. I'm bullish on this on this hobby. I know you are, but like
Yeah.
you can't just throw caution to the wind entirely.
Well, the thing is, I remember because I was at work and I was watching Rudy when Chilling Reign and Battle Styles, that whole entire era came out, and Pokemon was talking about expanding the printing facility then. The
Yeah.
the whole project came online way faster than it was projected to. And
Yeah.
most people here don't even know that that ever happened. It can
Yeah.
have it's probably gonna happen way before the projected date. Pokemon wants to make more money. Pokemon knows they can make more money, so they're gonna expedite whatever time they give us.
I expect 30th anniversary product to be pretty available. I don't know what, like I don't have any reason to like back it. The reason what I feel that way is because I I mean it's dated for September if I remember correctly, right? And our next mainline set is July. So August, September, it's just in line with being the set after after that. Is it Chaos? Not Chaos Rising, but the set after. No,
Pitch Black?
I think it would be no after. Yeah, that's right. After Pitch Black, it's probably going to be our 30th set. Because I can't imagine they'll also drop a holiday set that's not 30th anniversary, because that's like we're going through 3 mainline
Yeah.
sets, and typically we're going to go into our holiday, which I imagine is like that universal release. Did you catch that during that announcement? Like it's basically
Yeah.
going to be dropped
Everywhere
in
at the
like,
same time.
yeah. What are your thoughts on what that means? Because I have my own like theory on that.
What do you mean?
Like if a set that drops globally at the same time, I think it's like within 24 hours of the Japanese release. Do you expect it to be like an actual global set where we see, I don't know, Japanese and English back cards in the same set? Because it looks to me like, based off of what they showed, it's like every language, like different rarity types from over the years. Um, I don't know if you ever saw that Pikachu binder set where you have like a hollow Pikachu from like every country, and it's like in their own native language. But I imagine
Unfortunate.
it's from, I can't remember what year it's from. It's definitely more vintage, or at least mid era. But someone in the chat can call it out. But I imagine it's going to be a multi-language set, if I had to guess. They showed the e-reader like Crystal Lugia, but it was in Japanese. They showed, I believe, like a French Palkia level X. It was a ton of different languages. I don't know if anyone else caught that, but that's what
Yeah.
makes me feel like it's going to be a multi-language set if it's a global release. Or it could be like Celebrations where it's very, very similar, but just has English and Japanese backs and so forth.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
Pikachu World Set. That's what it is. Thanks, Chris.
Let's see. Type it in. Yeah, I'm not too sure on that. Hopefully, I don't know. I would like to see it just be separate language.
Yeah,
in my
I would
personal
too.
opinion.
I know you, and you don't like much of the anything but English language stuff.
I mean, I like
Me
the
too.
art of Japanese because it's way better texturing. But just from a sealed standpoint,
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
have much sealed Japanese. The only sealed Japanese I have is like a case of 151 boxes and Glory of Team Rocket.
Okay, I
Did you
see
able to
it right
find
here.
it?
Let me see if I
Yeah, even the sealed package is pretty cool. I found one on eBay. Crazy amount though. There's no way in hell.
This is
It
just
looks
the raw cards.
there's yeah, there's a blue version package and a green version. I don't know what the difference is. But yeah, they're
Let's
all
see
different
the.
languages. There's one in English, one in Chinese, Korean, I think, French,
Oh wow!
Spanish. But they're dope.
Are all the backs like?
It's Pikachu.
Are all the
Can't
backs
go
of the
wrong.
cards the regular?
Oh yeah, it was 2010. Wow.
Oh, see, okay, so yeah, it could actually be multi-language because this is
That's
what
what
I
I'm
was thinking
saying.
about. It would be weird if they put like
But
the
then
different
maybe their
back.
version in Japan actually has Japanese backs, and then ours has English backs, just because
Yeah, that would
they
make sense.
But we shall see.
2K. Nah, I think people are gonna be overly extremely hyped for the 30th anniversary because people were overly extremely hyped for the 25th anniversary, and then people didn't care about the 25th, and then the 25th turned
It's
out
so
to be one of
true.
the best performing sets of this
It
entire
lost
bowl
its
set.
luster. Like I remember I remember I didn't use Whatnot, but I downloaded it because I heard that there were celebration packs being ripped early. And I remember seeing a streamer ripping single packs for $50 a piece. Holy hell. And then I like there
It's
it
crazy
was
work,
actually
bro.
it was difficult to get the UPC. I don't know if you were able to get your
Yeah.
hands on one, but it took me like the
Oh, I
third
had to,
wave
bro.
of them to finally get one.
I paid 250 per, bro, on
And
release
then
because they were impossible.
I will say, like, I remember so many of those celebrations, like Sylveon collections, Charizard, like Lance's Charizard collections. Those sat on Walmart shelves for a while. Like,
Yep,
they were kind of
forever.
dead stock. I remember the Umbreon was like an 8 to 12 card raw.
Yep, nobody cared about it. Nobody wanted it.
Yeah,
It's over 100 today, right?
it's crazy. Yeah, I think I saw one for like 80 or 90 bucks at a show recently.
I don't even think it's crazy though. I think it's probably undervalued. Because where else are you gonna buy a Gold Star Umbreon?
Yeah, that set was so easy to complete. You know what I mean? I don't know what pack prices are now, but like
It
I think I
was.
in my first 8 packs I pulled 2 Umbreons.
That's actually extremely rare.
It's I don't like I remember like we were ripping a
That's
bunch of
actually crazy
the
luck.
ETBs and that my favorite I think my favorite product from Celebrations was the collector's chest where it had the promos like the
Yep.
light
The
toxicity. I think it
lunchbox
had the
chest,
Delta
right?
Mimikyu and was it like the Prime Dragapult? I can't remember. It had a third promo. Maybe it was the Hydreigon level X. I don't remember,
It
but
was the Hydreigon, yet.
yeah, that chest was gas.
Look at this, bro. From overhyped to forgotten to the best performing. Let's
Well,
go.
how many are you at, Joey? I know I see a few in your background.
Um I mean I have a cool amount.
Okay.
I have a cool amount. I
Okay.
think celebrations is one of my biggest positions, bro. So I had to beg
Yeah.
my friend to buy these. I had to beg him to buy these because I don't know if you tried to get these or not.
I have one.
Yeah, so I had to beg him to buy these, and I was like, "Bro, just buy the limit because these are gonna be crazy in the future." He ended up selling them to me for MSRP a year later because they didn't do anything. And I was like, "Bro, I'll just
Oh
take them."
no. These are the most awkward ETBs too. Like these
They're
are
not the
like
same size.
I want to say and like I don't think there's an ETB like this. Not the plus from Pokemon Go, not the Crown Zenith like
Right.
ETB plus. These ones had like this awkward shape. So they're weird to store, but I
I have
mean,
more of these than I do regular ETBs.
oh, there you're up. Yeah. You're so up.
And then the UPCs, I
I
just
got
bought a case, bro, from
Did
my
you?
LGS, yeah. It's not too often you'll come across those
Yeah,
anymore.
you can't go wrong. I think that was the best. I still think to this day that's the best UPC. And then maybe 151 after that or the Charizard UPC. I mean, from like a quality
All
build, I
3 of
think
those are
I know.
gems,
Yeah.
super gems.
This one had the best quality though from like a print, like the actual packaging compared to I think the Mew one might be the worst as far as like the packaging
Oh, yeah, with
compared
the
to
promos in there just
yeah.
lodged in.
Yeah.
Are they in,
But yeah, you can't go
cellophane though
wrong
or
with any
no?
of these. I'm really curious if they do. I mean, I imagine they will for a 30th UPC, but it's gonna be
Bro,
ridiculous.
there's none on the market. Good luck.
Oh
Make up the
wow.
price. Let's go. Make up the price.
If
Yes,
they're selling,
sir.
jeez.
My bad if I just blew your ears out.
You're mute.
I'm mute. Hello?
I can't hear you.
Am I muted?
Can you
I don't
guys
think
hear
I'm
him?
muted.
Oh, that was me. My bad.
Oh.
And my phone was also connected to my headset, so it was probably cutting you off.
Oh no, you're all good. So, but I mean, with this whole celebration stuff, it's just stupid cringe how everybody was just so blind, just blind FOMOing into Prismatic the whole time. And I mean, Prismatic ETBs are obviously more expensive than they were at release, but by what, like $20 or $30?
Yeah.
Like, brother, you could have bought so much other stuff. Like, bro, look at this. We're talking about a lunchbox up 175%. Like, what are we talking about here, bro?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you could have bought so much other stuff, and that's obviously just for like the people that are
I
investing, but they really only have like a couple
yeah.
ETBs of prismatic. You know what I mean?
The thing is about some of this stuff though, like as much as it has gone up in value, like
Yeah.
what's the sell through rate? Like how often are these moving? How like
I
what are
mean,
these
just when
actually?
everything gets more expensive, we saw
Yeah.
it with Brian finally pointing it out. So this is the funny thing with Brian. Let me just speak on this real quick. The funniest thing with Brian and him responding to my video that I responded to him about is he's saying everything that I've been saying over the last 2 years. I'm not gonna make another video about it
I
because he literally just like checkmated himself in the video.
I can't take that whole battle seriously after seeing your music video.
My music,
That's
oh
the
god, that was
song.
crazy work, bro. Someone went crazy.
Did someone send that to you and make that the actual
Yes,
song?
yes. I mean, they probably it sounds like
It's AI.
AI
It sounds
music.
AI generated. Yeah, 100%. But like the fact that someone put that together is wild.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's been so long since there's actually been that type of interaction that I feel I feel like people are geeked up over it.
I think that is like a Batman and Joker situation where people don't want them to ever actually destroy one or the other. They want you to continue to just
Yeah.
sit like they want their popcorn and sit behind their computer or their phone screen and watch you guys go at it. Like I seriously don't I see it as more just as content than I do like you guys actually feeling a type of way about one another. Like I can't imagine you, Joey, taking any of it seriously. Like
No,
I
and
know
like
you,
I said,
dog. There's no way this dude's actually like hurt by anything that's said on the internet.
bro, but like I said, this is the same exact stuff I've been saying, how everything like it gets to a certain point and it's not going to be the easiest to sell because I mean, we just saw it right here with the collector's chest. Maybe one sold, like 4 sold in the last month, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it's 250 now. Who's going to pay 250 for it? So
Yeah.
PokeNE did indeed highlight what I've been saying these last 2 years in a response.
You got to go
I don't
back
know.
and then like show your quote, show his quote, and then he'll go back and show
It's
his
just
quote. It's
it's not
just like
even
I love
worth.
the
It's
back
not
and forth.
worth.
Nah, keep it going.
Let's
uh,
go. We got Kira in the chat. Let's see what
hell
she
yeah.
said. PSA 10s from celebrations were dirt cheap a few years ago. Facts. The big three were stupid cheap. I know
Yeah.
Blastoise and Venusaur were like $3 cards just raw
I
for the
have
longest time.
I was buying them. I think I have like 10 of each at PSA right now. I just want to
Oh,
shout out to
really?
Kira. Kira's lives on Henry's channel are some of my favorites. I love their banter. I think Henry's built out an incredible Avengers of live content creator conversations. So shout out to you, Kira.
Shout out to Kira the GOAT. One of
Yeah,
the
I wish I
best with
had
the
bought
skits too.
she I was gonna say I wish I bought more. I always say this. I wish I bought more, but like the Charizard,
Same.
it was literally like the easiest like Timmy play of all time when it came to printing dollar bills. You buy celebrations Charizards, you grade them, you put them in plastic with a 10 on it, and they sell for dummy amounts. And they're easy to grade. I think celebrations had some of the best quality I'd ever seen.
Yeah. Celebrations and Crown Zenith was pretty good.
Yeah.
Look at this.
C-
Hold on. Let me
Can
share this real quick. Go ahead.
I was gonna save this for Earn and I's live, but I have an interesting hot take that I think
Let's
you
hear
might
it.
not even I don't even know if it's a hot take, but like you know how like for the longest time Japanese print quality has been superior. And I don't mean
Yeah.
like texture. I don't mean texture. I mean like just like the actual conditional print quality. Like you pull a Japanese special illustration rare, it's almost guaranteed a 10 because the print quality is so good. I think that is actually starting to flip because
You
I've
think
been
so?
seeing, I do, especially with like a lot of mega sets. Uh, not necessarily Scarlet and Violet. I think Scarlet and Violet English is some of the worst print quality since we've seen like in X and Y and black and white. Like I think it's really bad. But I think Mega Evolutions as a whole, the only thing I would say that's an issue with Mega is centering. Like, and I'd rather deal with like pulling something that's off center than pulling something that has 3 white dots and some edge wear, where I see a lot of Japanese print quality actually getting weaker. Like I'm seeing like a lot of like fray on the edges, whitening on the edges, whereas
Oh
now I
wow.
feel like mega print quality, Ascended Heroes print quality, like everything is just so good. Like you can grab like 20 illustration rares from TCG Player from the Mega Block, and you can go do the same thing with Scarlet and Violet, and I guarantee you, your Mega illustration rare condition is going to look light years better than anything from Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Scarlet and Violet was one of the worst printed eras,
hands down,
just quality wise. Super
literally
trash.
garbage. Yeah. What's the chat saying?
How do you? Ooh, I got a good question for you, bro. That I think you would
Yeah.
have good insight on. How do you feel about how it seems like every week, every month, there's a new app or a new data tracking thing, but it's really all the same. Literally, all of it's the same with a different skin.
Okay. I might rattle a few feathers here, but
I mean, you don't have to name
double.
any of them specifically if you don't want
Okay.
to. I mean, I'm
Uh,
down. I'm here for it, but
I already said half their name, but I think double hollow is a net negative for the hobby and is literally like,
ooh,
yeah, I do, and I shout out for those that are getting their bag through double hollow. I personally know people that are sponsored, but um, I see it as another. It's bringing people into the hobby for the wrong reasons. It's keeping them engaged for the monetary value, and
yeah,
there's there's a case where that's okay, but for the most part, like I don't know, like everyone's driven by seeing number go up, number go down, number go up, number go down, and they're not collecting based off of what they're interested in or like what brings them joy. It's and that's a whole philosophical thing, but like all of these
yeah.
apps, I think there are good apps. I think there are apps and people creating stuff that is super cool. I'll shout out two people. Pika Pika Papa. I've been following him since he started, and I think
What did
that
he make?
hit dude, he's been building out BI tools with like all the data that he's warehoused from Scarlet and Violet in 2023 forward, literally tracking top 25 singles, booster box prices for Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, and I believe Sun and Moon, and actually seeing like patterns, like actual patterns, seeing like in the way he's tracking like how many times a card is in the top like I don't know top 10, top 25 as far as like how many times it's in its top place and like how those signals are kind of like giving you like indicators on like things that are worth buying, things that are not necessarily um like overpriced, but like also there's another creator and I'm gonna forget his name, but I think it's funny. He's also like it's either like dad or papa, but it's Poke Data Dad, I think, or something like that. He created an app called Collectrix, if I
I
remember.
think
And
this guy just said it in here. Poke Data guy.
yes, yeah, no, you can tell that he comes from a data analytics background. Same with Pika Pika Papa. Like these guys know what they're talking about and know how to
Yeah.
build like real tools, and not like a lot of the gimmicky stuff. And like how to like I've had this conversation with Earn and Retro, but like a lot of our current pricing apps like Card Ladder, Alt, TCG Player, like everywhere you get your pricing from is broken because of the way it's dictating like what market price is, and it's
Yeah.
like it's just taking every last sold as like it's putting it, it's like it's not necessarily like just putting it in as a consideration, but it's like, oh, this last sold for this, but like there's so many indicators that might drive up like some crazy fake price that may have gotten
Yep.
sold, and it's like what Collectrix is doing is kind of like taking those as signals, but not baking it into market price because there might be something else that's going on. I don't know all
Mm.
the engineering behind it, but it's a fascinating tool, and I think like that's a cool thing about the hobby, and how like one of the pluses about being in a boom is like you bring in a lot of intelligent people that are here to make the hobby make sense to them, which ultimately improves our overall experience. And I think that like I don't know, like I'm not a fan of PokeNotify, I'm not a fan of Double Hollow. People know that. That's
So
fine, but
someone
like
has a vocal opinion. Otherwise, someone said Collectrix is not reliable. Even Pokey Profit said it after reviewing it.
I think there's holes in that too, don't get me wrong, but I think that people are building tools to improve the experience. They're not doing it to make a profit. That's a free tool. You can use it or not. Card Ladder Pro is not free. Collector whatever Pro is not
Oh,
free.
okay, okay, okay.
You know what I mean? Like this, he's
Yeah,
not, he isn't putting it behind a paywall. So I think that he's also trying to get it in a better place. None of that, like I said, none of them are perfect, but I think people are actually trying. And like Pika Pika Papa, he has a Patreon.
yeah.
You can sign up for it and like get access to those tools. But he also is going to continue to put it out every week, showing you how like what he's tracking, and it's fascinating. It really is, like especially if you're actually looking at it from a data standpoint and not going to Nostalgianomics lives asking him what to buy. Like if you want to use your noodle and like not necessarily like I don't know, just like base your decision making off of someone else's opinion, and like I don't know, you can actually I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with it, but I think there are some cool tools being built. I think there's a lot of gimmicks and a lot of people paying too much attention to the people that are paid to talk about these tools rather than like actually do the work and maybe find something that actually works or is trying to work in the way we want it to.
Yeah. So I think that there's it's like a deeper conundrum that's going on right now. There's a mass let me think how to phrase this. There's a mass like just disconnect with the younger generations. And maybe people our age and older too, but I've seen it a lot with people that are younger than us. And I don't even know like what teenagers are doing right now, but I know people younger than us do not or will not or have any drive to do any type of research themselves at all.
How oh my, it's
Not even a little bit, not even the slightest amount. And I
the
don't know where that's coming from. Maybe it's coming from like the TikTok Zoomer brain infestation that we got
it's
going on.
it could. I think the other thing about bad data is that it will support one side of the table. You know what I mean? Like it'll, whether you're the
Yeah.
buyer or the seller, you can use bad data to benefit. You can benefit off of bad data, and so like sometimes people say they want something, but like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like having um the ambiguous side of things actually benefits you. But I think that like we're crying for a better way of pricing, because like if people are using all these different tools, like at the end of the day, like everyone's pricing things differently from a market standpoint, and it's just not
Right.
great. The thing is like this is going to forever, I would imagine, be a forever like unregulated kind of hobby. You know what I mean? It's not like we're going to like have stock prices in this, even though everyone is trying to be the next Robin Hood of Pokemon.
Yeah. Um Yeah, it's just I mean, you see, I literally send you screenshots every single day, it seems like, of
Oh my
somebody just
gosh.
asking me just like
Please
a
keep sending them to me. I need a little giggle here and there throughout my day.
just like a super opinionated question where it's like, bro, I don't know anything about you. I don't know what you like. Based off what you're asking me, it's making it seem like you don't even like Pokemon. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Like
not even gonna respond to you. You know what I
it's
mean?
it baffles me. Like that one question where they basically asked if they should buy this at like I don't know, it was like a $800 card all the way up to like a
It was all
$3,000 card.
slabs. Yeah, all slabs.
Yeah, it's crazy. I keep getting muted and I can't hear you, Joey. Let me figure this
Oh,
out. But like, I'm gonna turn this off.
here we go.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take these off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
I know what the surrounding looks like. I don't have to wonder what the Johto Jake surrounding looks like anymore.
That was a good time, dude. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
no,
I'm
for
actually
sure.
considering coming up for that sack show. So we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be fire. We
It's
have to
such a
we had to record it, bro, and just make the
yeah.
whole YouTuber vlog type content. Have to.
I mean, they seem to love Henry's little vlog, so we should definitely run it back with a little bit more intention, I guess.
Yeah. Well, when me and Henry and his other friend, I forgot his friend's name. You might know him. I'm not sure. But we all went to a card show, and like I don't know, I think we kind of recorded, but it wasn't like a video you would think it would. Like it's not the typical card show buyer POV. I think we need to lock in and actually like be super animated in the card show, and that's gonna be dumb
Bro,
cringe, but
you have to
it's
bring
worth
the
it, bro.
costume. You have to bring the costume. You have
I don't,
to.
bro. That's bro. So when we went to that card show, someone like right when we got in, someone, him and his girl were just standing right there, and I was talking to Henry, and I was like, okay, this seems kind of like weird because they're just like literally hovering over us. And he was like, "Oh, are you Team Rocket Joey?" And I was like, "What the?" Like, I wasn't wearing anything. I was literally not even
That's
a Team
actually
Rocket hat.
impressive.
I was like, "How did you recognize me, brother?" And he went on to
I
talking
mean,
about how he has 48 DR boxes. And I was like, "Let's go."
you're an influencer, man. The people are buying based off what you say to buy. It's a fact, whether you like it or not, man.
It's wild work, brother. Nah,
I think
but shout out
when
to them,
I
man.
finally saw you without the costume when you did the Funhouse videos. I think when you
Yeah.
had like that was a entertaining, what would you say, like moment in the life of Team Rocket Joey.
That might have been peak intrigue for a PokeTube viewer because it was so just not.
Yeah,
It was not PokeTube, but it was at the same time.
yeah. I mean, I give you props for that because like I think you were trying to be a little outside of the box as far as like content creation in this space, and I think it worked. Like I saw the vision. Like I know that you're inspired by wrestling content, and so like it only made sense to me.
Yeah. No, it's definitely fun to do. It just took a little bit longer to edit, which I
Yeah,
like. I have to
yeah.
go lay down to edit, bro. I can't be in a
I
chair
can't even
editing.
believe this man edits on his phone, y'all. This man edits his videos on his phone. I don't know if y'all know like how insane that is. Need to
I
get
mean,
him
it's easy though. Once you
CapCut
find a
desktop,
process,
dude.
it's no. I cannot sit down to edit. I gotta lay down. I can't. I can't.
I don't know why, but I imagine the Wolverine meme of you like looking at the frame, but it's you editing on your phone. I
I gotta
can't.
lay down on my stomach, bro. Cozy. Oh
Oh.
shoot! You guys just heard the editing, the tech.
What have you been buying? Is it just been Lorcana? I
Yeah,
Lorcana space is just I don't understand it. Like I stick to my Pokemans, and that's it, really.
Yeah, bro, I'm just literally looking for Lurkana at card shows, but I can't find it because the pops are literally multi-hundred for like the PSA 10 chases.
Oh, so they're all
Nobody in Sacramento is gonna have something like that. You know what I mean?
sure. Yeah,
Like if you were to find it, it would be at like a Collecticon or
yeah,
something.
something bigger.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Mimic Bruce already going crazy in the chat. I absolutely hated you. I think a lot of people did, honestly, until they figured out what was going on. Because everyone takes this space, like the creators, extremely serious. Like you cannot troll.
You
You
cannot
can't have
troll. Yeah.
you can't troll, or people won't accept that you're trolling. They'll look at it and they'll be like, "Oh, he's just a troll." I want to know. I want them to validate my prismatic evolutions cases every day. I want them to validate my 151 and my ascended heroes every single day, or else I don't like them.
Is it mean? And I'm trying to empathize, but like, do you think that a lot of people that are asking you those sorts of questions and trying to seek that validation come from a place of, and I'm being serious about this, like, do you think it comes from a place of like not having, like having low income, or like being like in credit card debt, and they're trying to justify their hobby purchases based off of future potential prices? Like, do you think that's where a lot of that is coming from? Because I feel like people that are financially stable and are making these purchases based off their own decision making aren't going to go to someone like you or
No,
Alex.
for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's just coming from a place of not having any type of financial literacy and not wanting to. There's a part of them not wanting to hold themselves accountable and just seeking validation from a random person on the internet. Bro, that's literally why I dress up, because this stuff is so corny and so cringe and goofy that I have to have fun with it, or else I'm just not going to. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, by all means. Like, that's what like brought me to your channel anyways, is because like there's so many people that want to be like, oh, this is the best investment XYZ. Like, there's people that are your typical poke investors that I still to this day will enjoy watching their content from time to
Me
time.
too.
But it's refreshing. It's refreshing to have like a different angle on that and shed light on like exposing some of it. Not necessarily exposing, because I don't think like a lot of these pokey investor tubers have like a lot of ill intention like grounded in them. I think there are
Yeah.
some that are businessmen, businesswomen that are here to, make a profit off this hobby, but I don't think it's like coming at the expense of their subscribers or the people that are following them, but just like it's a marketing tool, right? But like also like Pokeoz. I love Pokeoz. He's one of the nicest
Yeah.
guys that I can think of in the space. No,
Shout
truly,
out to
like
us.
that dude would probably like run in the middle of the street to protect a ladybug. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but like sometimes his takes are just like the what is it? Like, I think you quoted it a few times, and I remember hearing him say it, but he was just like, "I
It was
would,
like
but I won't."
yeah, I would, but I won't, or
And
something
I
like that.
think that says a lot about like not just the pokey investors, but like the people looking for validation to buy XYZ, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's a crazy hobby. I'm super bullish on the madness, but also like I try to come in level headed. Like, I'm like I told you, I just bought a case of Destin Rivals bundles. There's a chance that gets a massive reprint and those hit 40, $50. But like, even if they did, like, I feel financially comfortable enough to recoup that some way or another. And maybe I just buy more. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you and me both know that it's just buy more if it dips, especially on Destin Rivals. Like, let's be honest. Destin Rivals, if you really think about it, is the best performing set from Scarlet Violet forward. And nobody talks about it anymore.
Well, speaking of, let's not talk about it, and we mentioned it early on tonight. Let's talk about a little bit of a yellow rat back from November last year. That or 2 years almost. Jeez, a year and a half ago, Surging Sparks. Like,
oh, I remember Surging Sparks. Everyone was saying it was going to be the best investment because Pikachu was on the cover of the box. I remember that, bro.
yeah.
I don't know what happened. Oh wait, I do remember. They printed it to the ground, and then better sets came out, and then people were saying that. I remember super vividly that people made video after video saying reprints don't matter, but look at Surging Sparks. It's one of the worst
It's
performing
actually,
boxes because of reprints.
I think it's actually one of the cheapest booster boxes from Scarlet and Violet. Which,
Yeah,
if you said that a year and a half ago, like, you'd be
I
laughed.
I was I was saying it, bro, and I was getting laughed at every
There you
day in
go.
the comment section.
There you go. Like, someone said, all right. I know
Oh, here we
Amaray
go.
said,
See,
here we go.
here we go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm already gonna do a cards and coffee episode on this in deeper, like, that's like my next video, but I have a few reasons why Surging Sparks is much better, and it actually is a good set, and it's a good opportunity to buy it now based off of its current price compared to where everything else is.
I would
You got
agree with that.
Pikachu mascot. I know people aren't big on Terra hat Pokemon, but I
Hate the
think it's,
crowns.
yeah, it's one of the best crowns of the crowns. I would argue that. Um, I would say that the fact that we have not only evolution line Pokemon, but also connected arts in this set. So with evolution line, we have Execute and the Alolan Executor, which is one of my favorite Terra Hat Pokemon cards. I think that card looks dope. We also have
Okay.
Latias and Latios, like the IR with the SIR, they connect. And then you also have, what's the other one? Phoebus and Melodic, which I think is Melodic, like, is one of the, like, the biggest sleepers of the set. Like, truly, like, one of the biggest sleepers. Yeah, Vivid Voltage 2.0. And I also understood what people were trying to say by saying that, because it kind of
Bro,
like,
that short, all those
which one?
shorts I made about that,
Yeah,
of
I remember.
just this comparison.
Yeah.
Bro, everybody that came in and dumped thousands and thousands into Vivid Voltage hated those videos that I made. But they kind of, is backbone of my shorts channels.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, Chris just mentioned the Ceruledge in the illustration rare. That's also a fire card. I think the thing is that it's a lot of, like, recency bias. Also, like,
Ceruledge. Whoa, that's kind of a hot take.
the Paldea.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Prismatic.
I read it wrong.
No. He's saying that Surging Sparks one is better than the Prismatic
I
one.
read it wrong. I thought he said that one was trash.
Yeah.
The Ceruledge from Surging is definitely fire. The Latias and the Melodic, no crowns, fire.
Yeah.
Super
Agreed.
fire.
Also, like, Surging Sparks was cut short as far as hype and demand goes because of Prismatic. Like, Surging Sparks was about to come out, and then Prismatic got announced a week before and went up for pre-order. And, like, that is what truly just took this market to a completely different level. And so when you have a great set followed by another great set, everyone just kind of shifts, because that whole next set, best set mindset really plays out.
You remember how fast Journey Together sold out on the Pokemon Center? Bro,
dude,
it was literally like 2 seconds.
And I think a lot, it's funny because remember the confusion around that set? Like, people thought that the stamped promo version was only exclusive through Pokemon Center. So, like, people were buying out cases of that immediately, and that's why it sold out. Like, I don't think it would have sold out if people understood that you could have got both at your local LGS.
No one talks about that anymore.
Yeah.
No one talks about, oh, wait, what are they going to reprint? The stamp version or the non-stamp? I think I saw it was like 300 though.
Journey, dude, Journey bundles at our local show. I saw someone selling them for $30 a piece. That's nearly retail. You're talking like
Yeah.
with shipping and tax. Yeah, that's basically retail. And
Yeah.
I think that like people,
280.
yeah, people don't give it enough credit. I really like Journey. Like that Articuno
I,
is one of the best IRs.
I mean, it's
Don't
a
even give
good
me
set.
don't even get me started, Joey. We already got you on
No,
team team.
it's a good set, but if we just start comparing it to
Yeah, sure. Like
other
especially
stuff, it's like, oh
well,
no.
yeah, it's well you put look where you put it in the block. You put it right after Prismatic and right before Destin Rivals. Like you don't set up a set like that for success. But I think if we had Journey together after Perfect Order or like after Chaos Rising, like where how much better would Journey have played out in that scenario? Like there's a lot of hypotheticals. Like I think timing is everything with certain sets, regardless of like how you
Hold on,
feel
let me
about
share
top chasing.
this. Let me share this, bro. I remember people were geeked up, brother. People were geeked up over this. I
Uh,
remember
I have one
when
at
it
PSA.
went to 170 again. People were panic FOMOing for it, and it's just like dead cat bounce.
Yeah.
It's not 140, by the way.
How much is it
It's
selling for?
125. It
Yeah.
hasn't done anything, bro.
I like it more than the Ascended Heroes one personally.
Me too. I mean, the card is fire, and bro, long term, this card is going to be stupid expensive. Like if we're
Yeah.
talking like 4 or 5 years down the line, once
Yep.
Scarlet and Violet is way past, this card's going to be stupid expensive.
I agree.
But yeah, people were gassing this up. People, I remember because I was supposed to go on to, well, I mean, I did, but it was cringe. I was supposed to go on to the Trainer Gallery podcast with Shiny Vert and all of them. And I
Okay.
remember that it was right before Journey Together was going to come out. And they were saying like crazy stuff. They were saying like, this is going to be a crazy price. I'm like, there's no way, bro.
And you know
There's
what's
absolutely
crazy?
no way.
If and this is another example of like timing is everything. But
Yeah.
if this set came out in place of Paldea Evolved, it would have done numbers because that was when we were going through the Japanese trainer boom. And remember Clayburst, which is Paldea evolved with, I think it was the Iono. That card was going crazy. And I had only imagined if
Yeah.
this card came out in place of that set, this card would be.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Like
No,
everything
for
is
sure.
is perspective and like market sentiment at that current point in time. Like it truly can play out incredibly different depending on just overall demand in the hobby and like what the narrative is.
Well, do you remember the Miriam was stupid expensive from SV base in Japanese,
Yes.
and then the
Yes.
Iona was dumb expensive as well. And the Dendra, is that how you say your name?
Yeah, the Dendra from
The
Paldea.
Dendra was dumb
Yeah.
expensive as well on
And the
release.
Japanese one. Yep.
The
I think that was
Japanese
also
market was on
it
fire
was on
back then, even the
fire.
boxes.
Like it was sickening. I was like, what is going on?
Mhm.
I can't remember what's
It
that.
was hotter than English, which is crazy to say, but
Yeah.
that's really what it was.
I think it's the Japanese a friends in Alola card that was like during like 2023 was like at its like all-time high. I think people were selling tens for like, don't quote me, I think it was like 10 to 15 grand, but that card has like come crashing down.
That's
Um
hideous, bro.
yeah. Someone just mentioned temporal forces, Joey. What I'm curious what your
Oh
thoughts are on
no.
that set. No, seriously,
It's
I want your honest opinion.
all right. Let me pull it up real quick. Just like short form answer. I'm gonna say it's just
Whatever,
gonna become an
whatever.
obsolete.
Yeah.
It's gonna become obsolete. It's not gonna be talked about at all.
Do you
Nobody's
think
gonna
it's
care about it.
a one hit wonder now?
Temporal.
Well, yeah, because of the
Hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
I think the Ghastly is the most expensive card in the set now.
That card is just too cringe, bro. It's gone through so many pump and dumps. Maybe this time will be the time that it sticks because it's so far
Yeah,
removed
it's
from
crazy. I think that
release.
the raw copy is what I paid for my 10.
I just don't agree also with and Mimic Brew's gonna love this one. I don't agree with illustration rares being super expensive. They're not they're not that good, let's be honest. I mean, they're cool and I understand it and it makes the opening experience better. But
I mean, they weren't at
$100,
first. Like Joey,
they
they
weren't.
weren't.
I
They
know
weren't.
nobody liked them.
Like
That's what
Drowsy
I'm
was like a
saying
$3
though.
card.
That's what I'm saying though. The same thing when people were like shilling Paldea and Evolve to like just the roof. I'm like, bro, nobody liked that set because the cards are ass. They're trash. The Pokemon are trash in that set. And I mean, that's all subjective, but the whole hobby agreed on it. And then after Rudy started shilling it and literally bought all the supply for himself, that's when it went up.
It did go up quite a bit, and I think that
But that set is
the
actually ass.
Paldea or Temporal.
Both, but Paldea even more.
I hear you, but I'm such a big
I like
fan of
this card. This card's fired at me for some reason.
which one? You're not sharing.
I'm not sharing, my fault. Hold on 1 second. The Walking Wake. I don't know why I like this one.
I like them all. I think I'm a big fan of. I know this is a uncommon take, but I like all the Johto dogs in their ancient form.
I think this is my favorite one. I hate gouging fire, bro. It looks so bad. I don't
This is
know
my
what it
least.
is.
This is my least favorite of the three. I would
It
say.
looks really bad, bro.
Yeah, I call him Pineapple Head. He really does. But like I'm a
This
fan of
is
Raging Bull, and I've stood on business since the beginning, bro.
this is
I
terrible.
I say what you'll say, man. I think it's a cool
This-
design. I think it's a cool design. If this Pokemon, if let's just say if Raikou never existed and this is our first
Mhm.
interpretation of a Pokemon, I guarantee you this Pokemon would be more liked than it currently is.
Mm-mm.
All right.
I don't think so, bro. This
Uh,
Pokemon is so goofy, but I understand what they're doing with it with the little
yes.
cloud thing on the
Yes.
head.
Yes. I think
Not for me though, for sure.
the I think what was the most wild thing I ever heard back in when did this set come out? 2020, was it 2024?
Bro, nobody really cared about this set at all either.
No, dude. This was the first set that had a chase that people were claiming was like going to be the most expensive card from all of Scarlet and Violet, and that was the Iron.
No.
Yes. What's his name from Australia? He said it was going to be the next Umbreon VMAX.
Who?
It was
Sam Shiny Sock or Sam something?
no. What's his name? Someone in the chat, please tell me they know who I'm talking about.
You're not talking about the Iron Crown, are you?
Yes, yeah. What's his name from Australia?
Nah, that got to be super duper rage bait, bro.
Philip Collects. Philip Collects said it.
Here we go. Philip Collects. I remember when I started making videos, his name was popping up in my comment section about how wrong he was about like it crashing back then, like all the whole entire time.
I never like when I heard him say that, I was like, oh hell no. Like
That's a terrible take. I'm gonna be honest. This card
it's a
is
truly
really
horrible
bad.
take.
That's like one of the worst. I don't know how he thought of that, but hey, you know.
At the time, it was the most. It got up to like I want to say it was like $200 or $300 raw.
I would never pay that price for that card.
Yeah, there's no
Ever.
shot. I was buying.
So, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I bought a few at like $40-$50. They're easy tens, but there's no shot I would ever buy that car for $300.
Mimic Brew wanted me to ask you. I told him I was going on a live with you yesterday. He wanted me to ask you, what do you think? Do you think that Shrouded Fable is a sleeper investment right now? Serious question, by the way.
If he's saying investment, I'm gonna say no.
Sealed or singles, specifically illustration rares. Because he says that they're short printed and you don't find them at shows like any other illustration rares.
There's a high likelihood that this set wasn't printed as much as other sets. I can say that that's possible. Like look at Rebel Clash.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rebel Clash was a set that was short printed because it sat on shelves and they never reprinted it. But like as an investment, like I would just put my money elsewhere. Like
DR.
No, but like I think there's some great IRs. I think that the Duskull line is fantastic. The Houndoom is my favorite card in this set. I think the Cresselia is slept on. I'm a fan. Like I have all these illustration rares, but like, do I see it as an investment? No. Do I see it as a great set to collect as far as the illustrations? Yes. But I wouldn't put money in it hoping to get returns out of it. If I were to buy something from here, it would be the Kingdra boxes. Not even Greninja. Like I would stand on business with Kingdra.
Damn. You mean the Moondra, right?
Yeah.
They don't even have the picture in the display.
I think I have 3 or 4 boxes of each of these.
Bro, I saw these sitting on the shelves and I was like, oh no, those are hideous. And I just walked past them, put them back down.
How much are they now? Wait.
Like 200. Bro, literally 215. They were sitting on a shelf for $29, brother.
There's no way these are 200. Oh my god.
Let's be honest though. Let's be 100% honest.
What's the sell-through rate? What's the sell-through rate on the holy shit.
Sell-through rate? I mean, there's more than 10 probably selling a month.
How many? Only 11 listed? How much is this Greninja? What about Kingdra? Oh, these prices are ridiculous.
Kingdra's 175 or 165.
I would buy Kingdra all day. That card's better than the Greninja.
There you go. There's Mimic Brew's answer right there. Shrouded Fable Kingdra boxes, sleeper investment.
I mean, if I was gonna buy something, if I was forced to buy something from Shrouded Fable as an investment, it would be the Kingdra boxes.
Is this art even that good though?
No.
This Greninja art?
I do like it. I think it's my favorite Greninja. I like it more than the Twilight. I will say that.
I feel like they haven't made a single Greninja card that actually is worthy of me purchasing.
Okay. I do like this card. I'm not going to shit on this card because I actually do like it, especially for its style. It feels very on brand for Ninja.
Yeah.
Like a ninja Pokemon. But have you seen the Pocket card?
That's what I was gonna say. The Pocket one looks fire.
Good.
And the Gold Star Greninja from the ETB promo.
Also very good. Yeah. No, I do like this card, but if I had to choose between this and the Kingdra, I would choose Kingdra.
Paldean Fates is fire.
SSD. I would have to say.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I do not.
Let's hear it.
I am not a fan of shiny vault sets. I think the only one, yeah, I know. The only one, hold on, I haven't finished. The only one that I would ever actually hold to keep would be Hidden Fates.
Hidden Fates, yes, sir, baby.
Shining Fates is dog water. Shining Fates is. I told you to sell out, and I think you did. I think you did sell out of your Shining Fates. I remember you were sitting on you. Yeah, you had to. I'm glad you did.
I had to keep one box as a memento. I don't know where it's at right now.
Yeah, it's got to be. How many? Oh, you got some hidden. Oh, damn, you got more hidden than I do.
I have more behind it as well. But I had to keep one box as a memento, bro, of just the absolute clown show of 2020, 2021, bro. This was the retirement set. This was literally the retirement set right here. Champions Path too, by the way.
Yeah, that was when, I mean, at least at least Target restocks back then were a little bit less hostile. Like, I don't
They
know.
weren't. They weren't, bro. People were still fighting.
Were they?
You just see it because everybody had more
Yeah.
people have cameras out now.
Yeah, it's
They're
true.
literally walking into Target with their camera already rolling, bro, ready
Yeah,
to catch something on footage.
that's very true. But yeah, like Shiny Vault sets, they just don't do it for me. And when it came to Paldean Fates, there's literally 3 cards, and it's the SIRs. Like that's you get, and the reason why that set's going to do so well is that they're the only shiny SIRs we've ever gotten, which I think is ridiculous. I thought that was going to be like something we slowly see more of, but we haven't seen it since.
I can't lie. If they would have put more SIRs in this set, like how they
And
did with
illustration
Hidden
rare,
Fates, bro.
it would
Yeah,
be a
and
much better set
illustration rares too.
because they only
Bro,
gave us 3 illustration rares: Wiglet, Palafin, and I think it was the Palmy's evolution. I forget the name of it.
you know what, bro? Hidden Fates is actually dumpstering this set like bad.
Yeah, it's
I,
so much
it's
better.
it's weird too because even Shining Fates had less of the full art illustration like
Like
textured
shinies.
cards
Yeah,
than Hidden Fate. Like they're doing less and less.
yeah,
They need to do more, and they need to
yeah,
do them as the last set so that they can use all of the best illustration rares or special illustration rares from the entire era, pick the best ones and make them all shiny. I don't know why they choose
bro.
to do it at the beginning of the eras.
If they did a shiny vault set similar to how they did Black Bolt White Flare, but made a shiny vault for Johto or Sinnoh, Hoenn, like if they did it
Yeah.
for a generation, like that would be way more collectible than the way that they do it now, where it's completely scattered. At least Hidden Fates was all Kanto Pokemon, I think, for the most part, and then they had a few,
Yeah,
like
that's a
a lot of
lot.
the, but like I I don't know, man.
They had a
Don't get
lot
me
of
wrong.
everything almost
Yeah, I
hidden.
forget. They had the Reshiram, they had the Alolan Ninetales. They had a few, but like a lot of the baby shinies that are memorable is like the Charmander, yeah, the Eevee, Articuno, like the Scizor is like I used to have all the. I think I
They
had
put all the
all.
top Pokemon in here, bro.
Yeah,
Charizard, Umbreon, Sylveon, Mewtwo, Espeon, Greninja, Darkrai, Lucario. Like, bro, Gardevoir. They put all of them in here,
these were all pretty affordable for a long time.
bro. So, I'm pretty sure I told you already. So when I got back into the hobby, this is like the first thing I master setted. I still have it all. Like, I'll probably never sell it because this set was just so fire. In the singles, after the bull market tanked, all tanked like 80% from
They
the point
did,
when I bought them at.
yeah.
All of them. No one cared about it anymore. I should have bought more, honestly.
You should have like
But
the Mewtwo I pulled on New Year's Eve. I was opening one pack of Hidden Fates back then every
what a
hour.
legendary pool, bro.
Yeah, that was cool. It was like my first time opening Hidden Fates too. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
fire.
aside from the Ultra Beast, the set's pretty solid.
You don't want a Zerkatree, bro?
But like,
Or
yeah,
Guzzlord?
if
Heck yeah, bro.
if we did a shiny vault again, like it has to have more of a theme. It has to have illustration rares. It has to have more SIRs. It just it needs to be better than Paldean Fates because people that weren't here for Paldean Fates don't know that people didn't care about that set. Like people like I was pre-ordering cases of Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETBs and they just sat there.
Oh, hold on. We got a hot take from the GOAT, RAR TCG, with the tech. Paldean Fate Zard is better than Phantasmal. Piplup is the best card in Phantasmal.
Oh man.
Oh, that might be a
Roar
super
is
hot
coming in
take.
super spicy.
That might be the hottest take of the night. I can't lie.
I disagree with both. I think my favorite IR
He
from,
said,
from
"Raw, you need a timeout."
I
That's crazy.
think the best IR from Phantasmal is the Meowth. It just got that lore to it. that like Kanon video game story kind of feel. And I think obviously the Mega Charizard from Phantasmal is just light years better. I do
Honestly,
like the
don't like
Piplup
the.
though, Roar. I do like the Piplup. I'm not disrespecting Piplup, but
I can't
crazy.
lie. I mean, I get it, but I don't really ever see myself owning the Phantasmal Flames or ever, bro. It's just not. I mean, it's cool, but it's just not something that I ever
I
would
wouldn't
pay for.
pay. Yeah, I know, and
Never.
I think I'm in a similar boat because like
Let me pull this up.
I've been collecting all the special illustration rares, the alt arts and tens, but like I've been grading most of them. The problem with this Zard is it's so hard to come by a gradable copy these days. Like when it's this card, when it's Gengar, when it's Trikachu or Pikachu, whatever it is, like it's really hard to come across one that's actually clean that someone isn't already sending to grade or sending to GameStop to grade.
Hold on, we need to make a brief pause, bro. I just read this comment. Joey, I just had my first child this weekend. I named him after you. Hey, shout out, bro. If that's real, bro, hey, shout out, bro. That's crazy work.
Uh, Team Rocket Junior.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Uh, okay, let me ask you this. This is a good question for you. So, have you been going to shows recently or no?
Yeah, I was just at a show last weekend.
Okay, so do you feel like most of the shops and most of the vendors have already pre-graded everything that they own and have in their cases? Or are you still able to come across, I don't know if you're hunting or not, but come
Um,
across many gradable copies
I will
of just
always say,
anything?
yeah, no, I think when we are in this kind of demand, it's definitely more difficult. And I've voiced this to you before, but ever since GameStop came around, it's been a lot harder to find gradable copies. That said, there are still plenty of vendors that are selling mint raw copies. You just have to hunt, and it is a grind.
Yeah.
And then I do typically only shop at local shops that do not grade. Like I'm fortunate enough where most of the shops I go to, they don't grade their own cards. So I don't really have to worry about that. But because it's so popular right now, it's hard to even like make it to
Yeah.
a shop if something is gradable. It's usually snap bought by someone else. Um, I've
Yeah. No,
actually
for
like
sure.
I should be grading more right now, but I've had a hard time like finding singles that like but like Earn, for example, like he's still hunting for singles and finding gradable copies. He went to the same show as me. And I mean, I was mostly there buying sealed. Like I wasn't even really looking at singles all that much, just because like when I go to shows on Saturdays, like
Yeah.
it's so hard to like squeeze in to like, and we're talking
Packed.
like, and you haven't even been to this one, Joey, but it's the Santa Clara Convention Center, and it's massive. It's like where they've been doing a lot of the East Bay card shows as well as hype cons, which I would say
Okay.
are like they're contenders, especially East Bay. I would say East Bay is like a contender to like front row at this point, if not just as big. Just it just stays static in the Bay, but like I would say it's like the closest thing to like the size of a Collecticon at this point because of how many vendor tables there are. Um,
The
yeah.
first big show I went to was the East Bay Card Show, but I
Oh
think
yeah,
it was at like
Concord one, right?
the I think it's a hotel, but
Yeah,
it's
that was
like in the main hotel
with the
like little
atrium
lobby.
in the middle, and then they have the two
Yeah.
split.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they stopped doing it there because of the vendor that got robbed and the lack of security and the fact that
Damn.
like it was bad. It was really bad. So they don't do it there, but they've also just grown so much that they need a larger space, and the convention center can host it. So they've been doing a lot of them there or the Hyatt in Burlingame on the peninsula.
Someone said TC. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Bay Area TCG scene sounds terrifying.
I know, Chris, like if you're ever here in the Bay, like it's a dog eat dog world right now. It's like, and the thing that sucks is that when there is so much money to be made, it just brings in like really bad vendors, like just like the
Yeah.
bottom of the barrel, grimy, like they're here to just try to like extract from you.
Don't
And
even talk to you or acknowledge you when you walk up to them.
I typically have been I still go to the same vendor tables that I mean, sure, I'll buy from some of these people that clearly don't know what they have from time to time, but like I typically
Yeah.
just go straight to the same people that I know and trust and have built actual relationships with rather than go to some of these grimy vendors that are trying to offer you 70% in a on a market like this. Like any vendor that's offering you 70% on anything of like value is out of your mind in this current market.
Not for sure. So somebody offered me. So I put a lot together, and I was gonna sell, but dude offered me 70% for Sword and Shield booster boxes, and I just had to be like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like I literally can't ever hit him back up again, honestly.
Yeah. There's
Like that's
like I
just stupid cringe.
dude, I went up to a vendor because like I don't know if I think I might have told you this, but like I collect Masego cards, like all of
Mm,
their art. Like they did the Umbreon from Neo Discovery, they did the Blastoise from Expedition, but I've been looking for the Skarmory in a 9. And I walk up to this vendor and I ask, "Hey, can I take a look at that card?" The first thing that came out of their mouth was, "Yeah, you can take a look, but I'm going to be priced over market because," and I literally like mid sentence just walked away. I like paid no respect to him because like that's not how you do. Like these people vending have no social skills whatsoever.
right.
Like there are people that just don't know how to, like, you are in customer service at the end of the day, like, and
Yeah.
they don't understand that. They think that like they have something that you don't, which means like they're like you're doing them a favor, but like at the end of the day, like we're here as Patreons walking this on our weekends. You're here working, like at like
Yeah.
make it make
Well,
sense.
there's a thing too with the whole meme of like they don't have jobs. They probably never had a job, never interacted with people in like a business formal atmosphere. So how are they gonna like be vending and be like, oh hey, and especially at the same time, if they're actually not Pokemon fans, how are they gonna like be relatable at all to their customers or it's just stupid cringe
It's
and it doesn't make sense.
and it's hella it's very obvious when you see these people, like they clearly are in it for the monetary value and they have nothing to offer other than what's on their table. Like
Yeah.
it's Jake needs some Johto Jake proof vendor stickers. Oh, that's good. I just
So I
saw,
don't
hold on, sorry, Joey. Basic
no, you're good,
trainer.
you're good.
If that's actually basic trainer in the chat, uh,
Wait, where? Oh,
basic trainer one, shout out to trainer. Basic has been like, if it wasn't for basic, I was actually one of his guests on his YouTube channel way back in 2020.
it
Shout
might
out
be
to,
him, bro.
no, it is, but his channel was the first time I've ever put my face on YouTube with DNA. He's another older creator, like back in 2020, so it's crazy to see him. Hope you're well, dude.
Okay.
I feel like I barely see him anymore, but sounds like he's just in the shadows, still lurking. Love to see it. He used
I
to
don't
do
know if
24
I've
hours, like 12-hour or 24-hour streams, and he would just bring on hella people, like
oh
just to
really?
keep him. Yeah, it was wild. I think
Damn.
one of his longest was longest like 12 or 14. I might be wrong. Basic, correct me in the, yeah, that was wild. Ugh.
Damn, that's good. I think well I know DJ was talking about it today in the live stream. I think it would be crazy if people start doing like mega collab streams and having like multiple people on. I think it'd
Bro,
be crazy and
our
no one's doing it at all.
I still think to this day the one that we did with Mimic and Henry is like like just revolutionary, bro. Like if anyone has the time, was that on Henry channel or yours? I can't remember. But like that was the most
I don't
chaotic,
remember.
like, man, it still like makes me laugh thinking about that.
Bro, I actually I remember that live stream honestly. That was the whatever Mimic Brew showed on a screen. I was dog walking it. Had to whatever it was.
Oh my gosh, that was a good time. That was a good time. But yeah, no, I would be down. Like I've thought about like talking to Henry to see if he can like, because I know Henry would be down. Like that man is working his ass off on his channel,
Yeah,
going live twice a day, sometimes day and night, like market videos, random rants. Like he's props to
going
Henry.
crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Henry the goat. Yeah, when I think you told me that he was in SAC, I was like, no way, bro. Shout out Henry, bro.
Shout out Henry.
Yeah, no,
Jake.
but that I've been trying, bro. I've been trying to get Earn on the live stream for. We've been taught, or we talked about it like 8 months ago.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it will. Earn's such a like I don't know. I've said it before, but like Earn just has a very unique, special way of communicating his thoughts about the hobby, which I think is like worth paying for. Like, and I'm not just saying that because I have a podcast with him, but like Earn
Yeah.
has like such a unique perspective that I think that a lot of the hobby is lacking. Um,
Well, I
this
mean,
might be
most people will never
yeah,
like think
like
like Earn
yeah, like people don't even
or
know.
you either.
I
Honestly,
don't know about that. Like I'm just a I'm not I don't know. Like I'm a collector boy at heart. So like I don't try to like especially on my channel. I've never had a sponsor. I've had a few
yeah,
people reach out. Some people that I've actually considered actually doing it with, but like at the end of the day, it's just I don't know. I don't want any outside motivations or like I truly made this channel as an outlet and not like my full-time gig. I think that I respect the grind and people that want to do it because I see people like you or Henry that can actually make that a reality. But like for me, like I'm not here to like chase a bag. I'm here to like mostly just document my experience in the hobby because like I'm sure there'll be a
yeah,
time where I'm just less like in the weeds of it and less just involved with like this space, but like still a collector. And it'll be interesting just to be able to look back because I think like people forget, man, we're collectors for only a certain amount of time, and then this cardboard's still here after us. So I don't know.
right.
It's more of a philosophical thing and more of me just documenting my experience in the hobby and appreciating the relationships, the friendships that I've made, and also just like sharing my wins and losses from time to time.
Yeah, no, for sure. The
But
funniest
yeah,
thing for me. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the funniest thing for me too. Like, bro, I made this whole channel because people were hyper shilling and during Shining Fates and Vivid Voltage and all of that, and no one knows about that. No one knows about any of that. All the creators that were doing that, and how they're just business owner tubers. It's another day. We go on. We move on with our lives, bro. They were saying the same exact stuff that they're doing now. The same exact one for one, and
Yeah.
the audience that's here now was not here in 2021, 2020 when they were doing the same exact stuff. And it's so funny how when Prismatic was the hottest set, bro, I was literally getting bombarded waterfalls of just like crazy, like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're always wrong. And I'm like, bro, you guys literally are the epitome of goofy right now.
I also think that like too many people are like I said earlier, like they're just making their decisions based off of exactly what someone on the internet says and like not putting any sort of critical thinking skills like into play. Like it's at the end of the day,
At
it's
all. Those
like
don't exist, brother. Critical thinking skills don't exist for
yeah.
99% of people.
I know. I think people think too hard about it. But I can understand like a lot of the people that are here within the past year and a half, like they just don't have the historical like price memory or like certain situations that happen. Like there's so many
Nope,
things like
not at
dude,
all.
like this hobby moves so fast and there's literally something new happening every week. Like, how do you think this whole like Pokemon YouTube space would be if there wasn't something like it's crazy? Like you could have 100 content creators all talking about the same thing every week in this a different way because it's just moving so fast.
That's
And
literally what's happening right now, currently today.
yeah, so like I empathize for like the people that are actually looking for like answers to like real questions. But if you're asking like what to buy to make the most profit, like I got nothing for you.
Yeah, so this is a question I heard on Chuck's and DJ stream earlier today. I want to ask you to see your opinion on it. If you had only $1,000, what would you what would you buy in the Pokemon hobby today? If you only had $1,000 to your name.
If I only had $1,000 to my name, I would not be buying Pokemon cards. If I was
Oh man.
if I was looking to spend $1,000 in the hobby right now, it like and I don't know, I would just be buying stuff that I like. Like I don't think, and I know that's a cop out, but like, what the hell am I doing if I only have $1,000?
That's the same exact reaction I get as well
Like
when
I,
I try to think about it.
I don't know, man. There's so many like what's okay, what do you want to do with your $1,000? Is it play money? Is it like what do you are you trying to
What's
flip
gonna
a
make me the
thousand?
most money off $1,000 right now today? Someone said to set it at MSRP, bro. Good luck getting that. Good
Yeah,
luck, bro.
that's another thing, dude. Like I don't know how anyone is waiting in these lines these days. Like, I mean,
I'm not.
if you spent that
Shoot.
time being well rested, starting your day, trying to better yourself, whether that's with, I don't know, a full time job or climbing the corporate ladder or getting an education or learning a trade or like, I don't know, trying something to better yourself. You could, there's so many things that you can do that's going to take, but that's the thing. Like people don't want to take the long road. They want to find the short road that's going to, you know, the path to least resistance to make the most money is the fastest. And like, if you spent that time bettering yourself where you can afford secondary market prices, you would not be sleeping outside of a Target or hiding inside of a Best Buy overnight and getting caught by the cops, bro. Like what? 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 It's bananas. And like I think Rudy said it in one of his videos, but it's like people are like water. They want to take the path of least resistance. And this is a great example of that. But I don't know. Ascended Heroes is great. And if you can afford it, I guess go for it. But at the same time, like this set has been out for 3 months and people have lost their minds.
All right. Someone's asking me about TCG Autopsy. I don't
I don't
know
know who that
if
is.
I don't know who that is, but just by me looking at their channel, we can dissect this together. Let's see. No, that's not. Here it is. We can
Hatrix, shout out
dissect
to you
this.
for the 5, dude. I've never seen.
Let's go, Johto Jake. Yes, sir. Shout out to Hatrix, bro. But yeah, so okay, so let's dissect this. I'm just scrolling down. He's only been making videos for 3 months.
Does he show his face?
And
That's the real question, though, right, Joey?
I don't think he does. His AI thumbnails are different than most other people's.
Go to the one with the Ascending Heroes ETB and then the thumbnail motion. Was that? I've never. Is that Jake and who? Who's the other
Sam
content?
Shiny Stock and PokeRev.
Oh, yeah. I
But
mean,
I'm just looking through here and the views are super inconsistent, and then they just jump to Like it's maybe 1,000. Then you get 10,000, and then he has 22K, 53K, and
Holy
then back
hell!
down to like regular views, and then they go up to 30K, 46K. I don't know, bro. I don't know
How?
who this guy is. I don't even know who he is, honestly.
I don't either. He's getting free advertisement though.
There's a storage unit somewhere in New Jersey.
Bro,
Nobody knows
literally
exactly where.
AI voice.
Is that an AI voice? It
That's AI
is.
voice. I gotta click off
Yeah.
instantly,
There's
bro. That
no
was bad.
way. There's no way.
That was bad, bro.
There's no way. That's dark.
Whoever asked me about that, bro.
That's a bot.
Hey,
That was a bot in the chat.
hey, shout out to you, bro, because that was
That's an AI
crazy
bot.
work.
That's crazy.
Channel is
That's
AI.
insane. Yeah, it must be. It must be all free, like, yeah, all free stock footage that's being thrown into some AI app or something. That's crazy.
He's probably printing off of it too, honestly.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. Someone said, what did they say? You can easily answer that question even as a collector. Come on. What is he referring to?
Oh, I think
Oh, the
about the
$1,000?
$1,000,
Bro,
yeah.
what I mean, go look at Bulbapedia and pick cards that you like. Like I would maybe buy illustration rares, WotC era stuff. It's like if you're here to collect, if you're here to invest that $1,000, like it can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, it's actually one of the most like brain dead questions, honestly.
It's like I don't like answering that because it's like your interests are going to be very different from mine. But like people just like I said, they want to see it get the most value out of your 1,000. They want to see 1,000 turn to 2,000 by Tuesday.
A binder full of IRs for 1,000, bro. I honestly wouldn't even do that. And the people that are asking that aren't Pokemon fans, so they don't like any Pokemon.
I'm on mute. Yeah, I mean, I feel like content creators like that are gonna pop out of the woodworks like more often with just the way things are.
I've never seen that channel before, and they have like a bunch of views. I don't know. Maybe they're just playing the algorithm correctly, but I don't know who's watching that. Like, I couldn't, bro. I couldn't.
Yeah. Pazugo would not have loaded up on Evolving Skies, but a Timmy today it has loaded up on Prismatic.
Well, I got a question for you as well. This is another one that comes from the Oblivion Void. It's should I be selling my Ascended heroes right now for Prismatic, or should I be selling my Prismatic right now for Ascended? That's like the number one question of the last 2 months, by the way.
Min-maxing, right? Sell it all. Sell it all. Buy it all. Well, I mean, buy or buy.
Nah, that was actually goated, bro. That was so goated.
It's just frustrating.
Buy or buy.
This sentiment did not exist when Evolving Skies was in print.
Evolving Skies is sitting on the shelves of Target.
We're in a whole different ball game where the most big sets are just being written in the sand as the most expensive sets of all time and will be the most expensive sets of all time. So buy it now or get lost. It's kind of hard to like, especially with what like we were talking about with like the Pokemon Company changing some things and the way that they're printing product and where that can go in the future. It's hard to say if any of this is actually going to hold up, but time will tell.
Not for sure. Shout out to Gone. What's going on with PokeNE? Oh, nothing. He just like confirmed of what I've been saying for the last 2 years in the video response to me. That's it. Nothing too crazy. So how do you feel about this? Oh, did you see something?
Yeah, do you guys think unemployment rates will drop now that Pokemon kiosks are going away? I mean, who knows, man?
I think Pokemon just needs to like open a brick and mortar, honestly. If they're gonna do anything like that in general, you know what I mean?
So I'd be so scared of that. We haven't seen a Pokemon Center since New York, and I just imagine what that would do. Like, I think
Biggest
about
store in every city.
yeah.
Biggest store, bro, causing the most problems.
To it's like it would be like Toys R Us in the '90s, dude. It'd just be
Yeah.
on Christmas every day of the week, and like I don't know if you saw the madness around that Magikarp release in Korea, but like I imagine it imagine like a Pokemon Center brick and mortar opened up and they're doing some sort of promotion. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a card. We know that now with like that Target drop and those damn windbreakers. Like people are going to flood into that store and it'd be like the Van Gogh Pikachu and like it would just not be good. Not be good. They can't win. They have to sell online. Like truly, I don't
They can't.
like if
But
they
they
if
can't
they
do that because they're
yeah,
just taking backlash from bots
yeah.
and upset
And
community.
and that's another thing I think with like what they're trying to do with the Pokemon Center site with not only the you have to be what was it? You have to be a part of their
The little
their
text
email list.
message
Yeah, the email list and then
notification.
also the SMS. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
hopefully that changes. I did see that they did have a test drop with what was it? No, it was Phantasmal Flames bundles. And like you can still go to the site, but it wouldn't cause you to go into the queue only if you were, given a link to the actual product, you can purchase it. So like it didn't force too much traffic on the site, causing the site to crash or anything like that, which is nice. So hopefully they do that with all future drops and kind of do them in waves. So like someone that gets a link the first wave is able to access it, but they're not going to get a link during the second wave. And it's just more, I guess, organic demand and no more bots with at least Pokemon Center. Can't speak on Walmart or Target. Like I think
Yeah.
Target's like
Walmart
still
does not care, bro,
Target
at
doesn't
all.
either. Target doesn't either.
So I just thought about this with what Mimic Brew just said. Walmart had major changes, needs to put the stuff behind the counter. It's really that simple. So do you know how in Walmart and I don't know if it was in Target, they used to have like McDonald's and they'll put like Subways in there. Like, bro, they could just open like Pokemon centers in there, bro.
I
And
mean,
that's
hell,
just a TCG area. It could be Pokemon, and then all the other TCGs that no one cares about could go over. That's just where the demand's at right now,
that
honestly.
sounds so peak to me though. That sounds like
It is.
it sounds so peak. Like I'm almost seeing like KB Toys going out of business kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I see like stuff like that. Like I can imagine it. Like we see like PSA submission centers in like different card shops now, right? Like they're dedicated
Right.
PSA submission centers. So I can see something like that. It just in person, like I don't know, in person product is like I don't know. It's almost like becoming a thing of the past for like good reason now, just because there is so much like negative things happening, fighting over cards and like like just violence in general is higher
Yeah.
than like it's not a good look. It's not a good look. So I think best thing you can do is sell online to avoid the negative effects of your brand and when people are filming you in line getting beat up over an ETB.
Bro, I remember people used to dog walk ETBs. They said how uninvestable they were, how you were just buying air, and now it's like everyone's favorite box to invest into. I'm like, bro, like
I,
people just don't know the past, man.
yeah, and like here's the thing. People were buying and investing into ETBs when you can buy them for 20 to 30 bucks.
Right.
Like, dude, I don't know if people were here, but not last Black Friday, but the Black Friday before,
Yeah,
on Target,
2024.
Lost Origin ETBs and Silver Tempest ETBs for $20 a piece, online and in store. Fusion Strike
online-
ETBs were like 18 to $20 at one point. Like,
Yeah.
now we're talking like 100 out the gate. Like,
People are ready to pay 140 out the gate, bro.
and I'm not spilling my plays on things that I'm buying, but like, can you look something up right now? Because I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna paint this picture in a way that's gonna make people feel a certain way. Look up Ascended
Here.
Heroes.
I think you can share your screen.
Okay, let me pull
Click
it up.
down on the under our picture.
Okay. I want to show that, and I want to show.
Yeah, I'm not, bro.
This is crazy to me, dude.
The whole ETB craze is they're
You're
like
gonna-
baking in the years of gains, just purchasing it. Like Crown Zenith ETBs were $30. Nobody wanted them.
Nobody wanted them. Okay. I'm gonna pull this up. Share screen.
I got 20 Paldea Evolved ETBs. I think that was 2025. Because I
All right.
remember GameStop did Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, SV Base.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're looking at Ascended Heroes booster bundle cases. So this is a 25 count cardboard box of bundles, right?
Yep.
Last solds 2.6, 2.6, 2.6. Let's just say 2.6, maybe 2.4, 2.5, whatever. This is 25 bundles, right?
Yep.
So you're looking at what, like about, oh, that's kind of gross. About $100 a bundle, roughly, let's
Yep.
just say. Or you can buy a 10 count display for the same price. Because it's Europe, it's only printed in Europe. This has been the case since Prismatic. They haven't printed booster bundle displays in US since Prismatic. So you can just order them on eBay, but
Yeah.
people are paying $2,300 for 60 packs in the display. You're talking 60 packs versus what, 25? You're looking at almost what, 150 packs in a 25 count case, something like that.
But
What
this
are
is what NN would say, bro. He would say that the box is the collectible. When it doesn't make sense, bro.
Dude,
Doesn't make
I think
sense.
it's the stupidest. Like, you are literally brain dead if you think that. Because look, the reason you're literally, no, I'm sorry, you're literally brain dead, because like people are gonna say, oh, they're more collectible because of the bundle display. I have a few of these displays for 151. By the way, I don't know if you know this, Joey, but like they did not make a booster bundle display for Destin Rivals. They didn't make one. Like that does not exist. There's only build and battle displays.
Yep.
Which I thought was really weird. But yes, this is more displayable. I understand that. But your buyer pool goes from this to this. Because with that 25 count case, you crack them and sell them separately, you will do way better than this display will do. Your buyer pool, your is going to be way larger. It makes zero sense unless you want one of these as a collector to display, by all means. But like as an investor, people are actually buying this thinking that this is the better play. And I don't think at either of these prices make sense. Like I bought a case of these at 18 or 1900.
Yeah.
I would not pay what this is doing right now. There's no shot.
Yeah, no, I'm not even paying that price, honestly. Like, I'll rather just miss out. I don't even care at this point. I really don't care. I'm not paying $100 for a bundle, and I know people will say, "Oh, well, the market, this is a different market." I'm like, bro, I don't care what anyone says. People wouldn't even pay $100 for a booster box.
Yeah.
I I don't care. I'm not in the
Dude, I think
financial position to where I need to go out
no.
there and I need every single new set. But it's Ascended Heroes though, TRJ. It's like,
Do you remember like people I remember when this set leaked and all the singles, like people were like, okay, these are cool, but they weren't
yeah,
this rabid about it. And I think this is like a perfect storm. Like I was telling you, I can't remember if this was before we went live, but like we're going into one of the best sets I think in Mega Block so far, but we are being followed up by 3 mainline sets that are missing that like huge chase rarity that we're seeing in sets like this because it has so many big popular, like we're talking like top 10 Pokemon of all time,
yeah.
where we're going into a Greninja set, a Darkrai set, and a perfect order Zygarde set. So like you're just funneling more attention onto Ascended Heroes, which is driving up the demand and is drying up the supply. So it's just like it's a weird situation to be in. So like I think people that bought into it early are in the best situation, but trying to buy it now, I think is not a good idea.
It's risky for sure. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this as well. It was. I know a lot of people were making like reactions to it before the starter deck SIRs were announced and the gold Charizard. Like we didn't see the Trikachu, we didn't see the gold Charizard until the starter deck 100 was released. Because
Yeah.
I remember I did a like reveal live stream as well, but that was also before the starter deck 100 stuff was announced. But I'm not paying. I promise you, I'm not paying 1100 for a Pikachu and Verdant Forest.
Yeah. I do think I think Pop just said it, like hopefully the Rayquaza set, but not only the Rayquaza set, but also 30th takes some of the wind out of Ascended, because like we need to take the wind out of that cape, bro, because that hero is flying right now. And I imagine it's going to continue to, because like I said, it will be interesting to me. And I think I was telling you this before we went live, but like because we're going into a set like we just did with Perfect Order, and then we're going into Chaos Rising, and then we're going into Perfect Black or Pitch Black.
Yep.
All 3 of those sets are going to start stacking on top of each other at these local shops, and they're going to actually have full shelves of all 3 of these sets. And I think that it's going to have this psychological effect on a lot of people where they see that something is readily available and they won't want it. And I think that there's an opportunity there. I'm not saying that these sets are going to be like prime investment opportunities, but I think that it's a sign of what can happen in the future, because I think now is the best time to be someone that is like being a set chooser, but like at the same time, we've seen weak sets do really well long term. And I think if you have kind of an allotment of both, like some of like the top sets as well as some of the not so great sets, I think there's still opportunity there. And I think, like I said, with Journey Together at $30 a bundle, it's like, what's the harm? You think it's gonna go lower? Like, do you think you're gonna see like,
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know, man.
It's like the floor price, honestly.
yeah, it's like if you have a long-term mindset, then it shouldn't hurt you. But I think a lot of people are looking for high velocity, fast moving acceleration sets, and Ascended and Destin are going to do that, right? The thing is that it's just you force out a lot of buyers in doing so.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Even what happened was Sword and Shield up until after the summer of 2024, all of it was basically dead. Even I'm pretty sure Evolving Skies was sub $1,000 a box, and people didn't want to pay $600 for that box. People didn't want to pay
for $700 for a long time. Yeah,
people didn't want to pay that price.
yeah.
And those at the time were the quote unquote longer term, like it was a few years out from release, and the boxes were like just moving slowly. There was no high velocity like there is now. Once Sword and Shield, people, and this is another thing that I keep saying. I keep seeing that Sword and Shield is dead, but Sword and Shield is the next to make another move. It's like Sword and Shield already had like a massive move. It sat stagnant for years.
Yeah.
It had its massive move up. Now it's probably going to be stagnant again for a couple of years. That's like the in between bull and bear case for it, but it's probably the most likely. You know what I mean? Just like the super normal, level headed, non parabolic or polarizing take.
And
It's
no,
just going to be stagnant.
It's going to be stagnant.
SV's probably going to be stagnant as well, because we're only the newest and the best is celebrate, or the 30th anniversary is coming around the corner. We got to get ready for that. That's another thing tying into your theory of stuff sitting on the shelves. People are going to probably be saving up for the 30th.
Pokemon's fevering people with that. I think like it's like you're creating a hunger with like by starving people of like those big top chase sets, and then you drop a bomb, and then it's just a feeding frenzy. But I think I've always seen those situations as opportunity. And I think that it's easy to get tunnel vision and focus on those things. But like when Celebrations dropped, I think people were so mesmerized by it for the most part that they missed out on, especially during the initial launch, that they didn't realize how much more opportunity was outside of the 25th anniversary. Like if you look elsewhere at that time, Sun and Moon, I think cosmic boxes were probably like sub $200 to $300 a piece.
A few hundred,
yeah. Because I
literally less than $400 for sure.
Oh, easily. I think they were actually under 200 at the time, and so things like that, like I always see it as a way to like just look elsewhere. And
then, so that's the same thing what we just went through with Prismatic Evolutions. Literally verbatim the same exact thing that just happened again. And it's probably going to be the same exact thing that's happening right now with Ascended Heroes.
Yeah. Jed's saying Steam Siege and Rebel Clash are still garbage. Yeah, but go like they might have slow sell-through rate, but go look at Pokemon Go. Like Pokemon Go is like $130 ETB, and they're moving probably 10 to 15 on TCG Player a day. Like it doesn't matter. Like you can be a set. Yes, like more. There
trash sets are
going to be slow. They're going to be a slow like. And I think you've experienced that yourself with Shining Fates. Like that was dead product for you for like way too long, and you could have
super dead, bro.
You moved it into something that had more momentum. And I think that's why people are always asking you Ascended or Prismatic, because they're literally over here trying to like day trade with this stuff. And I'm like, you're missing the mark.
And that's literally not what I do at all. And I've said this time after time after time. I literally just buy stuff, and I buy it because I have a long-term conviction of it, no matter what happens. All of the stuff that I sold off last year was the majority of the stuff that I just bought into blindly when I just blindly jumped into the market in 2020, 21.
I think it would be really cool to have like a time lapse of your background sealed product to see like what was popular than what you had in the background, and kind of see that transition over like the next 5-10 years, and seeing like how I don't know. I don't know. I think it would be cool to see.
One of my first videos was my entire collection. And I remember this is before like the boom like officially happened, and before all the Sword and Shield boxes like popped off. Bro, people were in my comment section saying, "Oh, he only has Sword and Shield. This guy doesn't know what he's doing." And then Sword and Shield like blew up, and everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, Sword and Shield is so great." And I'm just like, bro, you like
Yeah,
YouTube
that's what
is
I'm
really
saying.
funny, bro.
It is, and like we were saying, like it can switch up so quickly, dude. Like we've seen stuff like jump overnight. Like remember how long
Yeah.
Lost Origin booster boxes and Silver Tempest booster boxes were just sitting on the Pokemon Center, and like
Yeah.
it was a clear buy. Like
Well
I
into 2024.
yeah, and I remember I think it was like August 2024
Yeah. Silver
that
Tempest too.
yeah.
Sitting. It was the last box to sit.
And the reason why is because you couldn't buy a case. And I think that's for Silver Tempest, like it sat there because you could only buy 4 boxes at the time.
Yeah.
And so people didn't want loose boxes, they wanted a case. And like it's crazy. Like all it takes is a brown cardboard box to change the demand on something.
Right. Pokemon also doesn't ship their loose boxes well at all.
It's so bad, dude. I used to like love being able to order Pokemon Center ETBs by the case because I was typically just wanting 1 or 2 and then I would sell the rest and I obviously would look for the better condition one, but now it's like you get one, they throw it in with a piece of paper and call that packaging
Yeah.
and it
It's
gets
cringe.
wrecked. Yeah.
I think they've been doing that though, because I remember when people were posting their pictures of Silver Tempest that they were buying, it was like all the boxes were just chalked. Like no minty boxes were coming in.
I had a hard time because I think I had 2 Destin Rivals Pokemon Center ETB or 1 come in and it was wrecked. So I had to go on the open market, and it was so hard to find clean boxes. Yeah, it
For
sucks.
Journey?
For no, for Destin Pokemon Center ETBs.
Oh,
Like I had
okay.
a hard time. I think I have 4 now, but like it took a while to
Damn.
find clean boxes.
Okay, so this is a question for you.
Yep.
And it's it's a very obvious answer. But why do you think that people that want to be a quote unquote Pokemon investor, why don't the majority of them target the Pokemon Center ETBs and the like, why are they targeting ancillary products and regular ETBs when there are literally better tiers of investments in the set?
I think a lot of the investors are trying to buy product only at MSRP. And that makes them an investor because they bought low and they'll sell high. And high meaning the market price.
Yeah.
And I think that like I was buying Destin Rivals Pokemon Center ETBs right out the rip, and I think they were like I want to say like 150 an ETB, and I should have kept buying. Like I knew I should I know for certain I don't have enough Pokemon Center ETBs for Destin Rivals. Like I truly wish I bought more. But also the problem with Pokemon Center ETBs is that they reach a certain price point that, like I said earlier, it takes out like as an investor that's looking to actually move it at market price, it's
Mhm.
harder to move a $1,000, $1,200 ETB compared to I don't know some random collection box with 8 packs in it. You know, so like
But I think
most
that's part of being an investor. It's not just
sure,
being a buyer, it's being a seller as well, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
I,
Talks about it all the time.
yeah, I agree. I think then this is why I've leaned against ETBs personally. Like I think Pokemon Center ETBs are a great collection buy, a great investment buy.
I think the
Um,
right ones are. I'm not
yeah,
sure if
the right
all of them
ones.
are.
Not all of
But
yeah,
the right
100%.
ones for sure.
But like I've really I've drawn I found myself leaning closer and closer into Rudy's mindset where it's less about the product and more about the quantity. And so like that's why I buy loose packs, but I don't buy loose packs off some random person. Like I'm
Yeah.
breaking down ancillary products and just putting them in 3 rows and locking them away. But most people don't have an avenue for selling loose packs. Like I know people that I can go to and move loose packs for a good price because it's big streamers, big vendors, who have you. But like most people are going to try, like they're going to go buy like an ETB because that's something that easily sells on eBay. But like you go try and put like 300 packs onto eBay on your own eBay account, that's going to sit there because people aren't going to trust you or know you or like
Yeah.
have any proof, or you're going to be scared to sell something like that on eBay because someone's going to say, hey, these were resealed, and then you're out X amount of dollars because you tried selling it yourself on eBay. Like
Yep, and then they'll leave the review as well, and you're just cooked.
You're cooked. Yeah, and you're double L. But like I buy loose packs. I buy bundles like a madman because I think those are just a better bang for your buck in this current market. I buy sleeved packs, like Destin Rival sleeve packs. Like people probably thinking I'm crazy paying $8 to $9 on sleeve packs.
No,
but like,
you're not, bro. I know if anyone knows, bro, I know that you're not crazy.
It's just like you go look at Fusion Strike or Lost Origin or Evolving Skies sleeve packs, just loose packs, booster bundle.
Bro, look back even further, bro. Look back at like Primal Clash sleeve packs, bro. I don't even know how much these are anymore.
And like I think
I bought them for $5 a pack, bro.
I wish I almost bought an art set of that. But that's Primal Clash, right?
Yeah, I think I have have either 3 or 4 art sets, and then the same with Fates Collide. Shout out Fates Collide, bro. Shout out Gold Lugia.
You know what I regret?
It was fire.
That is the only art from that set that's worth buying. I think
it really is. The other one,
I remember.
Oh, hold on. Everybody loves Zygarde, right? Hold on. You're sleeping on the Delphox, though. I'll be honest. Everyone loves Zygarde, bro. Nobody talked about Zygarde at all. Yeah, you're sleeping on the Delphox, so hold on.
I remember it was 2022, Joey, and I went to a shop that had just got a case of Team Up sleeve packs.
Ooh,
and they were $27 a piece, and I should have bought them all, and I only bought a handful. Man, and that was another lesson learned because I was just like that happened and I experienced it, and a lot of people don't know that those things exist. So they're like, they look at sleeve packs, they look at blister packs. Like, dude, you can look at the sealed product of something and know that it's going to be successful. Like
100%.
Literally, like you look at a Destin Rivals ETB, you look at a 151 ETB, you're like, that has like a Hidden Fates ETB. You look at those and you're like, that makes every bit of sense. You look at the art for the packs for Destin Rivals, you just know that this is like it makes sense. I think a lot of people from a collector standpoint, they look at like what displays nicely, what has the better graphics and illustrations on sealed product. And like you look at like, I don't know, Paldea Evolved, that doesn't do nothing for me, like at all. Don't get me wrong, I like Paldea Evolved, but I don't like it at like that much. It doesn't hit the nostalgia, that's for sure.
Okay, so here we go. Let me just show the chat the power of the sleeve booster pack. The power of the sleeved booster pack. $400 for 4. And this isn't even like one of the top sets from XY. Like, go look at, bro, I don't even know. Go look at any other XY set. Look, Cosmic Eclipse 500. That's
share your screen.
Oh, am I not sharing it? I'm trolling. My fault.
Oh, you're good.
400.
I really love the Kyogre art on that. That's my favorite. And the
$90.
The Aggron. Gosh, I forgot how good those pack
arts
are.
It's literally stupid goated Pokemon on the.
You're team Kyogre over Groudon too, right? I feel like most people like Groudon. I like Kyogre.
Yeah, no, I like Kyogre way more. I think Groudon looks kind of goofy. I don't know. Any move slow, bro. I can't do it.
I saw like an alternate universe of Kyogre and Groudon where Groudon was like a water type and Kyogre was like a fire type, and it actually worked really well. And I was like, if this was a case, I would have probably
I
picked
think I
Groudon.
saw that as well. Yeah, I think I saw that as well.
What happened to Max Mofo, man? I remember watching his content way back. I feel
He
like
got
he's
he got perma banned from YouTube.
did he really?
Yeah, they just like demonetized him,
Oh, I had
and
no
on
idea.
any channel he tried to start, just instant demonetized.
Oh wow.
I think his content was just too aggressive, probably.
Huh.
I mean, I watched it though. That
Yeah,
fool was stupid
it
funny.
was fantastic. Oh man.
Look
I
at this,
I
bro,
the
for just a unsleeved booster pack, bro.
not Aegis Slash.
$180. Nah, that's really bad. What's
Yeah.
bro, this
I
is
mean,
just
Team
like
Up's this is
diabolical.
yeah, Team Up has really great sleeve packs. They're all
1200.
Arita too. They're all illustrated by Arita.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely some of the best. I'm actually missing one pack art. I think it's Snorlax and Pikachu or Snorlax and Eevee.
$350 for a regular pack.
Yeah.
Bro, if
That's
you would have bought these at 100 instead of prismatic ETBs a year ago,
yeah.
way up.
Oh, way up.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I mean, you just talked about it too. Like there were so many other play, and you're never gonna find a team up pack for $100 ever again.
Not a
Never.
yeah. And the Team Up is a really unique case because that actually was like an official, like unofficial short printed set. Like it never got a reprint. It was during a time where I don't think Pokemon was as hot. So like they just moved on to I think it was it Cosmic or I can't remember if Team Up came before or after, but they just moved on and just never
Detective Pikachu was after team up, bro.
Oh
And
man.
this is a forgotten set, bro. Nobody even knows about this. I feel like
I
no
have a
one's made
few
a
of these
video
cards.
about this. I
Yeah.
remember seeing this stuff in the stores when I came back into the hobby. Like it was sitting. This and XY Evolutions was like the two most common packs I saw.
I wish this locked me back in. I remember going to the theaters to see it, getting the packs, but for
This
some
set is
reason,
ass,
it
bro.
really is
This
so
is
bad.
bad.
It's one of
This
the
is bad.
worst Charizards too. Like I hate how they did Charizard in that movie.
Pokemon Go is not the worst set for sure. This
Yeah.
this actually might be the worst set, bro. Literally.
Honestly,
I think it
I
is.
think it
It has to
is.
be.
Yeah.
Let's just look at the cards. All of them are just regular hollows, but the
Yeah.
CGI realistic Pokemon, yeah, this got nah, hell
Yeah.
no.
Snubble has to be the best card, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah. This can't be real. Nah.
I mean, I like the idea of the Charmander card, but where it go?
Bro, this is Snubble kind of goes tough, I can't
Yeah,
lie.
Snubble is tough, bro. I like the Snubble.
Snubble's tough.
We're desperate.
Oh man. And it's the cheapest one. Oh, that's crazy. Sleeper. Sleeper investment. Snubble hollow common.
Can we revisit that $1,000 question?
Go all in on Snubble. There's 560 of them on. Nah. Yeah, this is bad, bro. I can't lie. I gotta like my eyes are actually burning looking at this.
It also just goes to show if you compare like Sun and Moon era to Mega with just the abundance of illustrations, it's just crazy how much like we're getting like art creep over just the last 3 or 4 gens.
But
Or
just
block.
looking at this list, bro, when people ask me about temporal forces, like I just look through and I'm like, wow, there's all these sets that are way better that nobody even cares about or talks about at all.
Like there's super simple things you can do. Like you can literally go buy like sleeve packs of Silver of Tempest and just buy the Lugia art. Like literally, like just buy
Right.
Lost Origin, like Giratina pack art. Like it's like no like simple stuff. Like you don't have to think too hard about this stuff.
People don't think about it though. That's
Like
the thing.
let's go to Destin Rivals. I'm gonna give a free one.
Oh, here we go. I might have to cut
might
the
have to cut
stream,
the
bro,
stream.
before I might have to cut the stream before you say it.
I don't see
Sealed?
it. Yeah, sealed. Oh,
What are you
bottom
talking about
right.
here?
Bottom right.
Eevee?
Bottom right. Yep.
I think Mimic Brew talked about this as well. Wow.
Dude. Are you
So
kidding
what
me?
Okay, so with the pack arts, would you be targeting just the Mewtwo pack arts in there, or does it even really matter,
Here's the
honestly?
thing. This is one of those sets where it doesn't matter, but
Yeah, they're all good, honestly.
I lean Mewtwo and the Rocket Grunts. Like those are my 2 favorite. But that's just like a personal preference. Like I love seeing all the Rocket Grunts, but this one, the Mewtwo and Giovanni is what I have the most of.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I feel like even you could probably I mean, you'd have to find a buyer, but, like, just have an art set of the packs
Dude, I'm telling you.
in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
blister. It'd be
Exactly
fire.
what I did. Yeah, no, I have a few art sets, and like from a collector standpoint, it's like things like that move like really easily.
Yeah, bro, long term,
Yeah,
this?
this or the Kangaskhan promo 3-pack,
Yeah.
dummy.
I need them to start putting good promo, like popular Pokemon in the promo slots. Because
Yeah,
I remember during Sword and Shield, it was like all the evolutions were in the promo slots. Those are goaded 3-pack blisters.
yeah.
Evolving Skies with the Umbreon, bro. I wish I bought more of those.
I wanna see if I can pull something up. Villain and battle promos, but I want to show.
So this is all the type of stuff I talked about in the beginning of my channel too, just like literally what we're talking about right now with like the pack
Yeah.
arts and the like
Like
kids could do this, bro, with their allowance and be stupid up whenever they turn, or they try to move out or something.
Yeah. Can I share my screen
Crazy.
real quick?
Oh yeah.
I want to show people this because I think this is also something to be aware of. Now I
Yeah,
know a lot of people don't really care about build-in battles. I think that there's like this like negative connotation on build-in battles overall. Like
yeah.
they're not worth buying to collect, invest, whatever. But when Vivid Voltage came out, these were some of the best build-in battle promos that I think
Yeah.
we've literally ever seen. Like the Charizard, the Donphan, the Snorlax, and the Lugia.
The Donphan was easily the worst.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's definitely the worst.
It gotta be
Yeah.
the worst.
Oh, and that's not even the art. Like this is the art from.
Yeah.
I don't know why this one shows up, but anyways, you're telling me Snorlax, Lugia, and Charizard aren't like top 25 Pokemon. They're there, right?
I
And
graded
ever
2 of those Zards and sold them the second they got back.
the staff promos were slept on for a long time. And so most build and battle promos are terrible. Like
Yeah.
I will say, like, I can't remember a good set since Vivid Voltage. Like who cares about Weirdeer?
Yeah. Even the Evolving Skies, the Galarian
Dude, the Galarian
Birds,
Birds, yeah,
not
I'm with you
really.
on that. You had Flaffy and the like. That's not it.
That's not the right promo.
I think it's just showing. That's weird. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
I don't even know about those, honestly.
No, but
I'm not a fan of the Galarian Birds, honestly.
that's fair. I think that that's probably what most people feel. Now, I want to show you Destined Rivals. Like, that's not it.
That's not the right promo.
There we
There it
go.
is.
Right?
Are these Cosmo foil?
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, no, these
Now
are probably the best ones since in a long ass time.
you go to TCG Player, you look at what these sell for individually.
Yeah.
You look at the price per pack for Destined Rivals, and then you go look at build-in battles.
And people are gonna have to go look it up themselves.
You're gonna have to delete this video after the live ends, Joey.
Nah.
This is for the free live chat Patreons.
I mean, it's so deep into the live stream now, so it'll be a
That
good
is
little.
true. That is very true. We know that
It'll be a
everyone has
good
TikTok
topper.
brains.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, you have any last words, any last comments? 2.5 hours are going crazy. It flew by.
dude. I know. Thanks for having me, dude. We got to do another live with Henry and the boys. Eric too.
For sure.
We got to get his ass on here.
No, for sure, 100%. Hopefully you can come down for the card show. That'd be fire.
That would be cool. I'll see what I can do, but I think it's possible.
Okay.
But
sounds good.
Thanks for having me again, dude. I appreciate you as always.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. I mean, bro, I actually like talking to you because you're not a hyper Timmy, and you actually have been here for a while and know what you're talking about. So it's always good to. Hey, there's Eric in the chat. Let's go.
Yeah, he's still here.
Let's go. There he is. We gotta get Eric on.
Eric, where's Eric's latest like sketch cards though? Like, can we put him on blast? Because like the man is lacking.
I might have to put an order in with Eric, so he might have to.
You should, bro.
You gotta work on a double.
You gotta request Lugia golfing because I think Eric would despise you for doing that. I think he really disliked the idea of the Gengar he did golfing, but the way he did that turned out so good. Like he hated the idea, but still made it work. Like, I don't know, man. We gotta do. I gotta do a sketch card. I haven't had a new buy from Eric in a minute. That Smeargle is still my favorite sketch card in my collection.
Fire, super fire. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on, and
yeah, bro.
Many more live streams.
Yes. Shout out to everyone that's still here.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Yes, sir.
Later, y'all.